subscribe.
I'm on the internet. My kids are 7, 5, and 1. They're not allowed to, we don't have the TV on in our house. My kids don't watch TV.
Show you up. Tonight I wanna show you up. What you got? The billion could never buy. We got a party like it's 3012 tonight. I wanna show you all the finest things.
Is it scary when the cars sped by? I do PG-13 things to jars of mayonnaise.
Caught your negative thoughts. Let me see what they say.
The darker skinned a person is, the more empathy they have. In a related story, blacks commit more murders, rapes, and robberies than all other racial groups combined. White people show some compassion out there.
It's a bit of a hateful factoid, if you ask me.
That's the type of thing we don't condone or talk about. But you need to know so you don't get stabbed. It's one of those catch-22s. It's a thing you can't know about or say publicly, but you need the information to not be stabbed.
Got to wear chainmail when you go outside.
Chainmail to the track meet.
Oh, no.
I wasn't that fast in the hurdles this year. I had to wear a chainmail.
Oh, no.
It's weighed down.
You're raping me. You know, when somebody says not to do something and you keep doing it, it's kind of like you're raping me. This is kind of like rape. You want to keep raping me? Or will you respect the boundaries I set?
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that he has undergone treatment for prostate cancer.
Didn't that tumor have a right to exist? And if so, didn't it also have a right to defend itself? I mean, come on, what is a cancerous tumor but a center of unparalleled growth in an otherwise stagnant area? The tumor was like, I have to be aggressive. Everybody hates me. All I want is this tiny strip of prostate. We had to colonize your father's ass. It's our holy land.
Did you say colonize?
I did say colonize.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, I like that.
Thank you.
Here's the thing. I don't want impeachment. I don't want them to serve time. I want them taken into the city town square. Hot from their ankles. And not them from my country. Not them from my country.
How isn't this good? Oh my God! Is this like a new music genre? It's called Karencore.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're doing well out there, at least better than I am. I am indeed here for the most part. Thank you, first off, for all of the well wishes, because I did miss Friday's stream as it was a little rough breathing and talking for a while. You know, a bit of the common cold mixed with an ear infection made me basically out of commission for about 2.5 days, and I'm kind of still there. So we'll see how we make do tonight, how long my voice holds out, and we'll cover the happenings that I've missed, unfortunately. But I do, again, want to say thank you to everybody who was praying for me, reached out, everybody, the overwhelming amount of support, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you to each and every one of you out there who reached out, said your well wishes, all that, greatly appreciated. But to help us out tonight, to help me at least with my voice to get through the stream, we have a wonderful panel of people and things. So we have Dank, Zorp, and a multitude of background characters that are doing things completely unrelated to the stream, which will be wonderful. It's basically just a menagerie of Subway Surfers for you guys to be distracted with. But Dank and Jake, how is your guys' night going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Went to church today. That was fun.
Excellent, excellent. I unfortunately had to not go to church as to not pass on the AIDS to the rest of my congregation. Jake, what about you, good sir?
I also went to church, and it was great. Fantastic.
I thought you were going to say I also had AIDS, but no.
No AIDS.
That's unrelated.
Fully.
Yeah, unrelated fact.
Unrelated AIDS.
As it is. Okay. Well, I suppose we'll just get into the most important piece of news, which was the Secret Service stopping the would-be shooter from assassinating President Trump once again. And of course, this led to a wonderful amount of memes. And this honestly is not too far off from what the real Secret Service is like, apparently. I don't know if it's just I always thought that the Secret Service was really good at their job, or that our politicians were really safe, which is obviously bad precedent considering a lot of them have been assassinated over the years. But it just seems like any retard with a gun and a Naruto run can get like 80% of the way there. So if you can run, if you have a gun, you have an 80%, or at least you can make it most of the way to assassinating one of the most powerful people on the planet. So
they can't stop us all.
Or if you have a ladder,
imagine if there was like 5 of them, dude. It would have been unstoppable.
If you got a 6-foot ladder, also.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Don't even start with that.
You're not afraid of a little sloped roof.
That's putting life on easy mode. Come on, man.
Jeez. But anyways, let's get into it here. So this is the shots fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which is hosted at some hotel, not actually on the White House grounds, which obviously makes security a little bit more difficult. And then it's ironic that Trump is then using this as like, see, we need to get the ballroom done because the ballroom is drone proof and gay ethnic proof. They can't just hop the fence and run a couple hundred yards to the White House. It can't be done with the new ballroom that we desperately need for security. So you can see him up on stage with his wife, and I don't know who this guy is that's talking to them. Apparently this guy is some Jewish magician, and he's like showing DJ some really funny trick or something like that, and that's what this whole conversation is here. But this is the moment.
See a tax dollars disappear?
I can make this tax dollar disappear. Who's the Asian lady on the other side of Trump? Because shouldn't
Chinese
that be
spy?
Like,
Random Asian.
Shouldn't that be like JD Vance and his wife? Not.
No,
I have no idea who this person is.
There was like a podium in the center of the table, and then there's another long table on the other side, and that is where the VP was sitting.
He pulled a Bitcoin out from behind his ear. True. The juker. That's okay. All right. The jokes are getting too good.
Palestinian children disappear.
Jeet D and JD. That's good. So if you didn't hear it there, that's when the shots rang out. Now, we'll get into it, I guess, but the Secret Service took 6 shots at the guy and missed all 6 shots. That's
great shooting.
Great work. I mean, again, it's like if you're a retard who can Naruto run and you have a gun, you can make it about 80% the way there. And they're going to tackle you, right? They're not even going to be able to use their guns in an effective manner. They're going to tackle you. Yeah, so you can hear the shots there. Nobody really reacts for a while, because they're, in their own conversation, in their own head, doing whatever. And then it's like, uh-oh.
There's a lot of dishes flying.
Yeah. And again, it takes what? Let's see, 30, 40 seconds to get Trump off the stage. So if the guy had managed to break into the ballroom, he would have had line of sight on Trump for 20 seconds.
At least a bit.
Which again is pretty pathetic. And he'll go through it in his manifesto, like how actually easy it was for him to get in because he just surprise showed up the day before and like carried the guns in through the lobby, and they just never thought of that, I guess.
Maybe he was supposed to get to Trump.
Well, see, and then you can see then the actual guys who are supposedly good at their job come on stage. You know, the guys that are hiding right behind the curtain basically the entire time, with the cool setups. Everybody's running binos with coddies, and it looks pretty cool. One of the guys is running like an LPVO that he can't actually physically look through with his binos on, which is a little embarrassing. It's also, I'm not sure why you're the guy that's like supposed to be right next to Trump with an LPVO inside of a building at night. Doesn't seem like a great idea. But that was the actual event itself. Let me see here. I have the Naruto run in here.
They were also using law folders. At least quite a few of the ones that I saw were using law folders, which is interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's because they carry them in and out in their briefcases and they like to have different, you know, smaller bags or something. It's maybe also for transportation if they're the guys that are following in Trump's motorcade. Like, I'm not sure the rationale behind that.
I feel like that shouldn't be a problem if you're the Secret Service. Like, I feel like you should be able to bring whatever with you.
Well, I mean, you're the one kitted up with a helmet and nods and plates on. I don't think someone seeing you having a rifle is going to be the
right. And again,
there,
I don't know what their internal rationale is for it, or if it's one of those things where it's like, it's cool, so I have it on my rifle, you know.
I saw this on Instagram. I'm gonna use it.
Mm-hmm.
Garantham told me this was good.
Yeah, law folders in the Big 26. Truk. So anyways, this guy is a former Caltech mechanical engineer who has a master's degree in computer science from Cal State, did a research fellowship at NASA, and decided to take a train ride across the country. And the best plan that he could come up with to kill the president was charging a checkpoint with a couple of guns. He also reportedly had a room booked and at the sold-out hotel, so he likely planned this attack for a long time. It's certainly possible that he's just another mentally ill leftist, but I feel like a mechanical engineer could have come up with a better, worse, I suppose, plan with that much time. So his goal was literally, you can see on the bottom here, is he's just going to run past like 8 Secret Service and police agents at this checkpoint. And he just does. And then they fire 6 shots at him as he's running away and hit him exactly 0 times. So, which obviously, ironically, like, I don't know how the whole thing is orchestrated, right? But imagine they put 6 rounds into walls, floors, ceilings, whatever it happens to be, and those rounds go into the ballroom and kill somebody. Not the shooter, because the shooter never got a shot off as far as I'm aware, but the Secret Service who missed all the shots.
I thought the shooter did, according to the media and Trump, the shooter did fire the shotgun at one of the Secret Service agents.
That's possible, yeah.
Or is that just a myth?
I haven't seen that. I did not watch Trump's 60-minute interview today.
I don't think anybody did.
I mean, I know in that interview he used like, this is why we need the big ballroom at the White House, which, I mean, in a way does make sense, right? Of course, if you have security and a completely secured premises, it's a little bit easier to do that. Of course, I get that.
What ball are we talking about? Are we talking about a ballroom or
well,
a
it depends on how you spell it, right? The BAAL room or the BALL room.
The ball crusher room.
Yeah, the ball crusher. Well, nobody said that, Jake. I don't know why that's on your mind. Anyways, we have CNN's Wolf Blitzer, who is apparently right next to the guy as he's getting taken down.
It was a very, very serious, and it was a very, very serious weapon. He starts shooting, and I happened to have been a few feet away from him as he was shooting. And of course, the first thing that went through my mind is he trying to shoot me? And I don't think he was trying to shoot me, but I was very close to him as the gunshots were fired. And it was very, very scary, but I'm okay now.
So again, Wolf is saying here that he did shoot at someone. But again, that might just be old man. I heard shots going off, therefore I thought, man, scary man was shooting at me. Right. Who knows?
I heard a bang, 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 bang. Something happened.
Exactly.
Love Wolf Blitzer thinking that he's important enough to be targeted like that.
Yeah, that is a little bit of hubris, isn't it? You are a aged out correspondent for a dying media company, and you're at a ballroom with some of the most influential politicians of our time, and he's like, was he shooting at me? Was the target me? Was he targeting? No, it wasn't you. Anyways,
I saw someone post something about these photos. They're like, I like to think Trump walked up and took those pictures of him as he was on the ground. He's got his phone
That would have
out.
been really funny. Yeah. So photos posted just now by President Donald Trump on Truth Social showing Cole Thomas Allen, 31, the suspect in tonight's shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, on the ground, surrounded by law enforcement officials at the Washington Hilton. And this is him just chilling here, just I guess thinking about his life choices. And there does seem to be a bit of a pattern here. Okay. This guy
I mean,
is,
even if you go to the previous photo, there's a lot of sexual tension between him and the ground.
that's true. There's just a certain vibe that
Certain phenotype.
Yeah, that these guys have. Gay, furry, degenerate ethnics of some sort. And it's like, yeah, the Program to Kill book, which ironically is sitting on my desk right here. It's a good book. You guys should read it. It's fun. It talks about, all the little things that the government does to get people to do what they want.
Yeah.
But there is a certain type of individual that is very susceptible to it.
All I know
gay
is-
N-words.
Something I think is interesting about this is just, I thought about this in the car earlier. The Secret Service have been in more active shooters than most law enforcement will be in their entire career. Just in like the last, 2 years, 3 years?
So you said will be in more active shooters. I think you mean to say be in
No.
more active shooting.
They have been in more active like shooter situations than any law enforcement will be in their entire career, statistically.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
a pretty.
I mean, that's where the
Is
big
it
targets
literally-
are.
Is it 3 or 4 now in the last year and a half?
A lot.
Yeah.
Been a lot. But I mean, I feel like for a while, Secret Service was one of those jobs where, they're not really doing the job. They're not like shooting people, but recently they've been doing a lot.
Putting in a lot of work and still not hitting the target, right? They
No,
shot the guy
missing.
6 times.
Didn't that okay? That happened with the golf course guy, right?
Yes,
the
it
dude,
did.
Like
It did as
bill
well,
drill him
actually.
from 5 feet away.
You are correct. Yes, the guy shot
Imagine-
I don't know how many rounds, and
Imagine it's the same guy.
let me look it up. I know Lucas has the post. Let me pull up Lucas Botkin's X feed here. Well, let me see. Maybe it was in his replies.
While you look that up, I gotta say, we've noticed a certain phenotype between all these different people. It's almost 100% true that all ugly people are evil at this point. Come on, guys.
I think
Ugly
so.
people are resentful of the world because they're ugly, so then they gotta kill people.
Okay, yeah. So missing the guy 5 times. So I think one of the shots was from the actual shooter. And I don't know if one of the guys was injured in the return fire. Because if you look at the video here, actually, shoot, I'm on the wrong tab. So if you look at the video here, you can notice one of the guys in the background over here, like slumps down. So I don't know if he was the one who actually ended up getting shot. Shooter runs by. They shoot at him. This guy is down on the ground. Not sure if he got hit by somebody or maybe possibly even friendly fire, which is kind of unfortunate. And then they close in on the guy who's now, I don't know if he got tackled, if he tripped, if he fell, if he just gave up or what. But yeah. And then, yeah, here's the picture of the guy attempting to use a LPVO Secret Service guy, which again, it's like sick looking setup, right? However, actually looking through an LPVO like that, I don't even know if it might be possible, but miserable. Absolutely
I think he could
miserable.
probably articulate his tube out of the way a little bit.
Well, yeah, but he would have to physically do that, right?
Yeah. What is that suppressor? I am curious.
It's a suppressor cover. That's all it is.
Is it just okay?
Yeah, it's a cover. Now, though, it's funny. The cover is actually upside down because the cover is not supposed to vent the heat right back up. Because ironically, that's what the cover is supposed to not do, is allow the heat to vent straight up, right? So it's basically useless in this. I mean, this is a DMR setup essentially. It's got a suppressor cover on there. It's got an LPVO. I don't know why this guy is the guy taking the stage in front of Trump, basically.
Yeah, and I think he was the only one I saw with an LPVO. The other ones I saw were doing like aim points with aim point magnifiers on Unity, flip to centers, and all that.
Yep.
The cool
Yeah.
guy stuff.
Very, very normal, cool guy stuff. All right. Currently in custody, he was carrying a shotgun as well as a handgun when he entered the Washington Hilton. Now, again, the security camera footage quality in the most secure presidential White House Correspondents' Dinner of all time, you can't really make out much of anything. But his plan was literally just to Naruto run past everyone and attempt to one-shot the president, which is it just sounds funny as a sentence, right? Not that the situation is actually humorous, but it's just the whole concept, I guess, is strange.
Now he got further than anybody thought he would.
Well, that's the thing, right?
That's crazy.
Doesn't take much. Just kind of
everybody's making fun of the plan, but the plan worked far better than it should have.
Yes.
It's almost like he even made it in the building. Like I don't know.
It's like in SpongeBob where they're like, what if we just picked up the city and pushed it somewhere else? That idea is so stupid. And ironically, almost works. All right. So according to the New York Post, this is Cole Allen's manifesto that he wrote in the hotel like the day before he tried to pull it off. So, hello, everybody. So I may have given a lot of people a surprise today. Let me start off by apologizing to everyone whose trust I abused. On to why I did any of this. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. What my representatives do reflects on me, and I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. Now, this is why the left's rhetoric or progressive rhetoric is so important, is because remember, they think Donald Trump is a literal pedophile, rapist, murderer. And again, he might be, right? Any one of those things. I don't think there's any, proof of these things, but a lot of, circumstantial evidence, you could say. But this is the level of hate they have for what is essentially now a boomer neocon. Like that is essentially Trump's position in life, is a boomer neocon. And these people are sufficiently radicalized to throw away their master's degree, tenured life to kill this person, right? And Trump is like 12 steps behind the actual right wing. Like they think he's like a literal fascist, a literal Nazi, the literal reincarnation of Hitler 2.0. And it's like he's so far not beyond that. He's so far away from that as to just be a comical comparison, right? And these people are literally willing to throw their entire life away at a sniff, a 1% chance of pulling it off, right? To be the quote unquote hero, okay?
Yeah, wait till they meet any young guy under like 40.
Well, right. And it's like any Gen Z who's on the right is like infinitely more radical than Trump is on a variety of issues. So now this is, I think this is Mr. Guns and Gears addendum here. Administration officials, not including Mr. Patel, and I don't know if that's his like add-on there, or if the shooter was like, I'm actually not targeting Mr. Patel. He's so brown and ineffective that I'm actually not targeting him. Administration officials, they are targets prioritized from highest ranking to lowest. Secret Service, they are targets only if necessary, and to be incapacitated non-lethally if possible. AKA, I hope they're wearing body armor because center mass with shotguns messes up people who aren't. Truk. Hotel security, not targets if at all possible, aka unless they shoot me. Rebuttals to objections. Objection number 1, as a Christian, you should turn the other cheek. Rebuttal. Turning the other cheek is for when you yourself are oppressed. I am not the person raped in a detention camp. I am not the fisherman executed without trial. So again, just generic progressive rhetoric. I'm not a school kid blown up or a child starved or a teenage girl abused by the many criminals in this administration. Thank you for everything. Sincerely, Cole. I don't know if this is his nickname, Cold Force, your friendly federal assassin, Alan. Okay, Cold Force. That's a little bit of a zesty call out there. Okay, now that all the sappy stuff is done, what the hell is Secret Service doing? Sorry, gonna rant a bit here and drop the formal tone. Like, I expected security cameras at every bend, bugged hotel rooms, armed agents every 10 feet, metal detectors out the wazoo. What I got, who knows, maybe they're pranking me, is nothing. No damn security, not in transport, not in the hotel, not in the event. Like, the one thing that I immediately noticed walking into the hotel is the sense of arrogance. I walk in with multiple weapons, and not a single person there considers the possibility I could be a threat. The security at the event is all outside, focused on protesters and current arrivals, because apparently no one thought about what happens if someone checks in the day before. Which is a pretty ridiculous, pretty ridiculous lack of oversight or oversight on their part.
It's objectively absurd that this like even came to pass.
Here, talk amongst yourself for a second. I gotta get my wife to bring me something real quick.
The that part with Kash Patel was in the original. I have no idea what that means.
He's got to stand with his Indian brothers.
He just likes Kash Patel, or maybe his thought process is that once he got rid of Trump, Kash would be like, "Oh, now I can open up the Epstein stuff," and I don't know. It's hard to think about what this gentleman would have been thinking in his head.
Yeah, probably a silly Billy, to say the least.
It is crazy though that they were not like, I mean, a little bit of forethought of checking people who were already in the hotel before they came in and set up their perimeter and everything.
That is crazy. They don't check the people that are already there, and a guy who Naruto runs past security is like, maybe I could one pump Trump. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. I'm not
well,
sure.
in the manifesto, he seems like he's open to any high-ranking target. So I guess like the first highest-ranking official he sees can get it. But Trump is obviously like the main goal.
No, he was going after the CNN reporter guy, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's right, Wolf Blitzer. So wait, no, you did say that bit about not Mr. Patel because he's a brownoid like me, I guess.
That was in the original. So my hypothesis is that maybe he thought that if he got rid of Trump, then Patel would be free to invest or open up the Epstein files like he should have. I don't know.
Is this just like this guy should have just said, I'm looking for the most white, highest ranking official, okay? If you're brown, you get a pass.
If you're brown, get down. If you're white, that's not right.
Anyways, so he's a part-time teacher from LA. He, him, pronouns in bio. Yeah. He's also, funnily enough, a indie game developer. And so you can find his games on Steam, and the tag has been changed to abandonware post his failed assassination attempt, because I don't think that the dev is going to be updating his games anytime soon. So
can we review the games?
Yeah,
please.
We should try. Somebody send me the Steam link for it, and I will download. I'll buy it and download it and play it on stream. How funny would that be? Jeez. Yeah. Failed game developer, add that to his list of
I mean, you don't know, maybe the games are really good.
Maybe we'll see. Anyway,
Probably
so
not.
he also apparently he's been seen with a IDF shirt, which is strange to say the least, considering that I think part of his rationale in his manifesto for hating Trump is the genocide in Gaza, what he would call it. All right. So why is he pictured with an IDF shirt? Is it all just a psyop? Is it all fake? Which actually, let me put that in the chat, because I know people are very quick to drop the "it's all a psyop, it's all fake and gay," which is a normal response to the shenanigans that we see. But I'm curious, do people really think that this one is fake and gay?
It's all fake and gay until proven otherwise.
I don't think it was fake. I think it was probably a legit thing. I think if anything, it highlights how incompetent they are, which we thought maybe they tightened up after Butler, but I don't know.
Clearly not.
I'm starting to think the Butler one was legit too, and they are just that stupid.
Yeah.
Maybe they are just that stupid. I mean, also, don't put it past them, because this is how insane the rhetoric has been on the left for a while. against anyone on the right. You know, it's like from the top down, Hassan Piker, their biggest influencer, is like the streets need to flow blood with their capitalist blood. It's sorry, the streets need to be red with their capitalist blood, right? This is the rhetoric coming from the top down. And all it takes is, again, a couple of insane people to try and pull it off. All right.
Which is
And
a
we-
lot easier when you get a bunch of people hooked on drugs and all sorts of medications that
SSRIs
mess
or
up their
whatever else it
brain.
might be. 100%. And I mean, look at it. You got allegedly the guy from Charlie Kirk is a furry gay dude, and then you have the weird butler guy who obviously was not built right and probably into a bunch of other things, but surprisingly we still don't know all of his online details, even though we know everybody else's almost instantly. Not
why
that
would,
guy's
why
for
would
some
you have
reason.
silverware in your house? That's weird.
Yeah, strange. And then
I don't have
what's-
any. I just have chopsticks.
Very
That's weird, too.
honorable.
Game is called Bodorm. All right.
What?
The game that the guy made.
Oh,
I don't know. Somebody DM me a link to the game. I think that'd be funny.
play it on.
Oh, there we go. I already got it. They pulled it. No.
Oh, shit.
Well, we can watch the trailer though. Sure, certainly we can watch the trailer for his game. You know, we're trying to
think-
support a young independent artist.
Black too. I
True.
think
Voices of color.
I think the IDF shirt thing was fake.
Might be. This just posts everybody's throwing out the day after the shooting.
I saw something. Someone said they were running it through like 8 different AI image analyzers. 4 of them said it was real. 3 of them said it was fake, and one of them said it was 90 or 74% AI. Like
AI is
so it's
so
like-
good nowadays that it's
Yeah.
almost impossible to tell
Well,
AI is
without
so
using
good.
other programs.
AI is so good that when you put it through AI, it says, I don't know.
Or is that? Can we really trust an AI telling us if something is AI or not? Right? Because isn't it in the AI's best interest to not tell you that it's AI? You know?
I will never trust
Think
an
about that.
AI.
This is
Dude, cool math games.
6 out of 10. Okay, so it's like a don't get hit game. Is that what this is?
I bet there's some scientists out there that would fucking love this.
I love science.
Yeah, this is gay nerd stuff. No, I'm not interested. 0 out of 10.
It's like a game you would play online in one of those educational games.
Yo, my
Now,
teacher
I
made me play
wish-
this. What the hell?
What a dork. True, dude. That's your legacy, is being called the dork. Yeah, that is literally it. That's all it takes to get put game dev in your LinkedIn bio. Now, I wish some CNN article would have actually used the Aryan warrior picture on the right. But no, nobody tried to whitewash him this time. He's just he's a generic, I don't know, mud character. I don't know. Right.
Has he been Sam Hyded yet?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Somebody
But
get
yeah,
on that.
we have the actual shooter and then the Aryan warrior that Trump's strongest offender or something like that on the right. I wish CNN had run with that headline, but they did not. Now, this is the type of rhetoric that we see from these people. It's not surprising that when you call your enemies like literally Satan, Hitler, 420 person, that some guy is going to take that to heart and actually go out there and attempt to do something about it.
Does his hat say mulatto guys for
Yes. Well, it's also Will Stancil, right? Most raped man alive. Somebody's got to do something. I'll handle him, Mr. Stancil. Mulatto guys for Harris. Yeah. Mulatto
That's
guys
awesome.
most affected. Now, you know who else is most affected? PDW bros, okay? Because the drip is real. The drip is real. MP7s and bags and
Is real.
PDWs are so hot right now. Way better.
What's
Way
up with that
better setups than
riser?
what we were seeing before.
That's a tall riser.
It is a really tall riser, but you kind of need it on an MP7 because of just the way that the stock is on it.
Unironically,
And it also, he has a, what laser is he running in front of that? No way, that's
I
a
don't know.
Holosun.
Unironically, though, he probably could have used a Hydra there.
No. No, that's even, dude, that's like a either a 2-2 or a 1-9. A Hydra is a 3-3 dog or a 3-1.
Gosh, I didn't realize
It's
it was that tall.
insane. It's insanely bad. Horrifying. Now, somehow you guys remember the famous photo of the fat bint that was like flubbing her defense of Trump in Butler, right?
I sure
Somehow
do.
she still has a job because this is the same lady. Am I crazy? This is the same lady, right? That's the same fat bint Secret Service lady.
We need to get a side by side, but it looks pretty damn similar.
It could just be another fat Secret Service lady, or maybe she got
That
let
would
go
be even
from
worse
Secret
if there's two of
Service.
them, right?
Another
What if she-
Floyd.
What if she got let go from Secret Service and then decided to take up a job as hotel security? You know, get out
Now
of the
that would
limelight.
be ironic, wouldn't it? Oh, dude, that would be like a movie script, right? So you're a disgraced former Secret Service. You end up getting a hotel security gig after you get kicked off, or the president gets shot at, and you failed to do your duty. And then you get like your redemption arc is that the hotel comes under attack. His Secret Service detail gets wiped out, and it's just the hotel security and the president. Okay, it's
Yeah.
Female
White House
Paul
down or
Blart.
something.
I was thinking more of like the other guys where Mark Wahlberg was there, shot Derek Jeter in the leg on accident, you know, that kind of thing.
She got promoted, actually. Whoa, dude, that's like 3 pixels of fat. That's all you can see right now. Yeah, but it looks just like her. The same hair, the exact same outfit. She hasn't lost any weight in the year after Butler, right? Year and a half after Butler. Like, geez.
Let me see her attempt to holster her pistol, then we'll know.
Sorry, say again, Jake.
I said, let me see her attempt to holster her pistol, and then we'll know.
Well, hopefully she didn't even get it out this time, right? It's probably more dangerous to other people than she is to the actual offender. Yeah, 100. And anyways, this is just after when they start like chasing people down and getting everyone out of the building. But in terms of all of the bad takes that have been out there, I did pull this out, Jake, because you reminded me of this earlier. Dana White happened to be there, and he is like just living. You know, he's just in the moment. He's vibing. He's chilling. He could not be happier to be a part of history. Okay. I mean, this might as well have been a movie to him. Like, he's just there purely for his own entertainment.
It started getting noisy. Tables getting flipped over, guys running in with guns, and they were screaming, "Get down!" I didn't get down. It was fucking awesome. I literally took every minute of it in, and it was a pretty crazy, unique experience.
So you were on the aisle. What exactly did you see?
We were sitting right in front of the table.
Okay.
Right in front of where the president.
Yes. And what exactly happened? So someone got tackled, or like what?
Nobody got tackled. Okay. The guys came in looking for shooters. They came toward our table. I thought the shooter was over by us or something. But yeah.
So you didn't see the actual attack yourself.
It's funny. He is only ever smiling when somebody he doesn't like gets viciously KO'd, or like he's in some sort of extreme situation. That's all. That's the only thing that brings him joy in life.
And this is fact check true, because there is a video of him in the event where he is indeed smiling and not hitting down.
Just looking around. What's going on? Oh, this is cool, dude.
Also,
Can a guy just have some fun? What?
There's an angle from like CNN or one of the channels that was broadcasting it live. When the camera zoomed out and all the commotion was happening, there's a guy in the left corner, old man just sitting there, picks up his fork, gets some food off his plate, taking a bite.
Oh, did you see the Chad RFK versus the Virgin JD Vance? Like JD Vance getting pushed around to get out, and then what's his face RFK just kind of like sitting there menacingly.
Dark RFK, I've been here before.
Yeah, just dark RFK. He knows what's coming. His time in politics is coming to an end. He accepts his fate.
I knew
it.
I'm a Kennedy.
Dana just loves it. Like as much. That's probably as much as Dana can smile. Jeez. Now here's other bad takes or good takes, depending on your entertainment value. Katie Pavlich. I don't know who this person is. Let me just, for reference, pull up her X real fast. She has a Tonight Show on News Nation. So you're a political pundit attaching yourself to Charlie Kirk. Of course. The shots sounded defensive in nature to me, meaning it was law enforcement shooting a threat. The shots were outside of the room at WHCD.
She can tell?
Shots sound defensive because my woman intuition.
No,
What?
no, but she defends her take because obviously that's insane. You're retarded. Never speak again. But then she's like, no. I, a woman who've probably never shot a gun before, will tell you what is a defensive cadence of fire. We need more info, and every situation is different. But cadence, timing between shots, length of the incident, caliber, etc., tell a lot about a situation. Law enforcement got most of the shots off, which is what it sounded like. How do you know? What are you talking about? You're insane. Yeah. If you fire really quickly, that's an offensive, I guess. But if they're slower, they're defensive. Like, I'm just not sure. Or maybe you're just an insane person who thinks that you know something because you're on a news show somewhere, and so you just open your retarded pie hole to opine on something you know nothing about.
If they're M60s, it's a concert and I didn't say nothing.
This is a woman moment. She just needs to stop talking, probably delete her Twitter, and submit to her husband. That'd be my prescription.
Is she married?
Dr. Jake over here.
Read the Bible or something.
I don't know. She's a very, very MAGA person. Now, ironically, there's multiple women moments that happened, and there's the level of self-obsession to be like, president got shot at tonight. Ooh woo. As you're like, check out my fit though. Check out my dress though.
This is why we need women in politics, guys. We get images like this.
Shooter at White House Correspondents' Dinner. Shooter is dead. It's not. You're retarded. Thank you, Secret Service. Check out my fit. Isn't this a nice dress?
Honestly, we already knew that everyone in DC they're just a bunch of sex pests. They're all degenerates. They just play around with our tax dollars. So like, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
It's to be expected.
All right. Well, let's take a look at our poll, shall we? 36% say fake and gay, with 64% saying retard lefty. So I would tend to agree right now. Like, I don't know what, as a psyop, it usually has to serve a very distinct purpose, and I don't get the purpose of the psyop. Is it just like he's already building the ballroom? He doesn't need more impetus to build the ballroom.
Yeah, I don't think it's a psyop at all. It's probably just something probably happened, but the thing that happened is nothing at all. So
Now-
retard.
What would make it more psyopy if it was like, this is for the Ayatollah, or something like that, where it's like, Iran, send its regards, or something like that to tie it directly to the Iranian regime.
This is for Khomeini.
Yeah, there you go. So, something like that would make it a lot clearer. But no, this just reads retarded lefty.
They're probably not even going to read the manifesto because it has some inconvenient things in there that they don't want to be associated with. Yeah,
thank you, Arrow.
Lost Arrow. If you go up, he said capital W on the wood. Arrow, that's down bad, bro.
I mean, she's not unattractive. I would say like mid would be upper mid.
He had time to type that out while he's playing Left 4 Dead. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on from this, and maybe we'll see if the woods remain or if they change here, because this is another story of a basically inverse nature. We have another foid, generically ethnic. I'm not really sure. Ethnically ambiguous foid. Terror attack on Jews. Now this sounds more psyopy to me. Okay, I don't know about this one. This one already sounds fake and gay. Terror attack on Jews stopped from North Carolina. Davidson County Sheriff's arrested 18-year-old Angelina Hicks from Lexington, North Carolina. She's accused of plotting mass casualty attack targeting Jews at Houston Synagogue to kill as many Jews as possible, quote unquote. Authorities say the threat may have been imminent. There may be others involved. North Carolina, this came from our own backyard. Jewish communities everywhere, stay alert. Anti-Semitic violence isn't rising; it's here. And we have the full story. All right, is the white gripper? That's weird. All right, wood.
Y'all are down bad.
18, too young. You keep selling it. Wood. Gotcha, John. John called her mid. LMAO. The other girl's mid for sure. But she's not like hideous, but she's not like special. Just have standards. All right. Lexington woman is facing charges after allegedly plotting to murder congregants at a Texas synagogue, according to Davidson County warrants. On Wednesday, the Davidson County Sheriff's Office arrested Angelina Hahn Hicks. Okay, there we go. That's the middle name. Of Lexington on 2 counts of felony conspiracy, according to warrants. The charges are for conspiring to commit murder and assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. She's also facing charges out of Texas, of course. A 16-year-old in Texas was also charged and arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit capital murder, according to Houston Police Department. So it seems like a couple of them planning, a couple of foids. This just is weird, right? A couple of foids planning on carrying out a heckin' Holocaust in Texas. The saviors of the white race are, checks notes, Hapa women.
Are there even Jews in Texas?
I know there's a lot of Indians in Texas, but I mean, surely there's a couple synagogues. But it's just like Miss Han, the savior of the white race. All right, you know, the Jew fears the samurai meme is just coming true in real life. I don't know. All right, so let's see. Hey, who hit that? Who the hell hit that? That's funny.
I don't have the authority.
Well, it had to be from a sound boy because we don't even have that. Okay, Dank has.
Yeah, I was typing and I accidentally hit a key that was bound to that.
All right, so the Houston Chronicle cites a court order that stated the conspiracy is to kill as many Jews as possible by driving through a congregation at a synagogue. So this is really just Asian woman bad at driving. That's really all this is. This isn't even a hate crime.
That wasn't a terrorist plot. That's just her in her natural state.
She's just a bad driver, guys. She's just a bad driver.
I feel like the headline.
The more things change, the more things stay the same.
Asian woman threatened to drive in front of synagogue.
It's a Holocaust.
I'm gonna get in my car. No. Oh God.
What's more likely to commit mass murder? Okay, an ethnic with a gun, Naruto running, or just random Asian woman driving with car keys? Which one's actually more dangerous?
Car key Asian.
Car key Asian, yeah. Hicks' father spoke to Fox 8 after arrest, describing the charges as fabricated and way over the top. Again, they're blowing this out of proportion. She was taking her driver's test near a synagogue, and the Jews there were rightfully a little freaked out by her driving habits. Hicks says that she was playing a dark online fantasy game. All right. And described her as a good kid who is set to graduate in 2 weeks. She does not have a vehicle or a driver's license. I wonder if this is another one of those joking situations, right? Because we saw the teen, also a female in Florida, 23 years old, threatening to, or not even threatening. She was like, BB, if you can hear me, please bomb the, bomb the what's it called? Convention center where we're having our speech so it can be rescheduled, right? And then she gets arrested for a bomb threat. And it's
didn't even say bomb. She said bonbon.
Oh no, she said bonbons. Yes, I need you to send bonbons to this convention center so that we can reschedule it. Like it's such a literal joke that these people took seriously. So I wonder if we hear the full transcript of events, if this is going to play out the exact same way. She doesn't have a car, she doesn't have a driver's license, which is base, good dad. But she's like, listen, dude, if I could, I would drive a semi truck through a crowd of synagogue attendees. And it's like, well, I mean, you probably prudentially shouldn't say that, but that's not really illegal. All right. I mean, unless there's some real specificity and intent and, other things behind it. I think that might be a little overly sensitive right now.
What's next? Are we going to give an Indian truck driver keys in a truck and point him in a synagogue? Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, let's check Hassan Piker and some of the statements he's made. He hasn't been arrested, so I don't know. What is
yeah, and
the
again, this could
threshold?
very easily be like, yeah, somebody in this Discord, some fed in a Discord server being like, oh man, wouldn't you like to just run over a bunch of Jews? And this Void's like, yeah, heckin', that'd be so funny. Or base or something like that. And they're like, oh, we got her. It's like, okay. We miss her and we're sick over this mess, the father said. And it looks like they just want to get paid because she's no threat to anyone other than being a fantasy video game player. What dark fantasy game are we talking about here?
Sex with Hitler too.
All right. All right. Based Task Force Tater. So, in an email sent to the congregation on Wednesday, obtained by the Chronicle, the synagogue said that Houston police had already alerted them. Houston. Police had already alerted them to a possible threat, prompting it to close campus for the day. We understand that this type of message can be unsettling. The email reads, please know that this decision was made thoughtfully with safety as our top priority and in coordination with trusted partners. I don't really care what the Jewish Federation of Greater Houston has to say. The Schleckner School. Okay. Can I get the exact words of what she said? Because that would be relevant. Oh, wait.
Ping
no
pong.
way.
Ching ching.
Okay, so the Houston Chronicle cites a court order that stated the conspiracy is to kill as many Jews as possible by driving through a congregation at a synagogue. The attack was planned for April 21st, 2028.
What?
Doesn't this sound like a joke? It's like, listen, Jake, on April 21st, 2028, I am going to plant a bomb at my local homeless shelter, okay? It's like, all right, technically that's a threat, but obviously it's a joke, right?
Yeah.
Save the date.
I can think of one instance where I've heard someone say something like that probably is a credible threat, but no, generally speaking, that sounds very that doesn't sound, it sounds like a nothing burger, big old nothing burger with a side of nothing ever happens fries.
Yeah. I mean, it's what sort of elaborate planning is going on here? She doesn't have a driver's license, she doesn't have a car. She's probably made a joke to her buddies in a Discord server about driving through a synagogue, which is like, listen, okay, jokes are jokes. People make off-color jokes. You can think it's edgy, but should you be arresting people for edgy jokes? I mean, if you're the UK, yes, of course you should.
She probably said, by the time I get my driver's license, it'll probably realistically it'll be 2 years from now because I'm going to fail multiple times, and then I'm going to drive it through a synagogue. Or maybe she was waiting on her dad to buy her a car. I don't know. There's a lot of circumstances.
Once my dad buys me a car, I can commit a hate crime. All right, great strategy. I hope that works. Oh dear. Anyways, well, let's move on, shall we? Let's talk about James O'Keefe. James O'Keefe, he has been targeted once again unfairly by random schizos online. So he had a swatting called in on him, I guess, by allegedly a complete psychopath. So the police just came to my office and confiscated all my firearms. Just happened. This is a couple days ago. And then following up on this, the guy caught on camera saying I would kill him, O'Keefe, while shooting rifle bullets through his photo, just got a court order to disarm the guy he threatened. Police showed up today and confiscated James O'Keefe's firearms. This is peak clown world. The threatener gets the gun grab. The target gets disarmed. Insanity. So O'Keefe released a hidden camera footage showing Tyrmand, whatever, just Asian person, or not Asian person, sorry, Star Wars person name, saying he would quote unquote kill him, calling him one of the most evil people he knew, and using a photo of O'Keefe's book Breakthrough for target practice with rifle bullets through the heart area of the cover. After the video's publication, some audience member third parties reacted angrily and allegedly made threats or harassing comments towards Tyrmand. Tyrmand then filed a domestic violence stalking petition in Miami-Dade family court, leading to an ex parte temporary injunction against O'Keefe. And that is kind of how ridiculous
Florida
the justice system is, where they can, somebody's being mean to me online, therefore go to this guy's house, swat him, and take his guns because I feel unsafe.
Yeah.
And a judge can just be like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's chill.
Yeah, no due process. Just take somebody's guns away. It's ridiculous. Red flag laws are unconstitutional and gay as hell.
And they're easily
Yeah.
weaponized too.
Yeah. Ex-girlfriend doesn't like you? Too bad. No more guns for you.
Should have been nicer
Getting
to her.
stalked by some random guy online who's using a photo of you as target practice at the range. Well, we're going to take your guns first.
This-
So you're being unreasonable.
This is very like double out Sean coded. It reminds me a lot of that situation.
Yeah.
So O'Keefe describes this as a heckler's veto. The court effectively punishes or restricts his journalism because of how third parties responded to their protected speech, the reporting, not because O'Keefe or his team directly stalked, threatened, or committed violence against Tiermond. He has called it unconstitutional prior restraint of the press, prior restraint on the press, First Amendment, and is appealing, including an emergency interlocutory appeal, while also planning an anti-slap motion for attorney's fees, which he should. Now, what's funny is the judge just 180'd, like coin flipped it, I guess. So Judge Mary E. Mato has just overturned the firearms prohibition placed upon me in the state of Florida. Order forthcoming. At a hearing in Miami this morning, the Judge Mato stated, Mr. O'Keefe, you are free to pick up your firearms in West Palm Beach at the sheriff's office. The judge said, I appreciate your compliance, Mr. O'Keefe, with this court's order despite your objection, but I'm deleting those provisions, the prohibitions on your second right, your Second Amendment right. Now, this is the same judge, though. And it's like, if he had, this is the problem, right? So if the cops had shown up at his door, he didn't respond right away, they break in, and he had responded to a break-in, what he thinks is a break-in with force, they would have just killed him. Right? I mean, that's why swatting should be considered attempted murder, right? Because like you've seen it before where like somebody's streaming. There's a big streamer or something like that. And police break down his door because somebody called in a bomb threat, like Jake right now. Imagine cops breaking down Jake's door and then he's dressed like that. What's Jake going to do?
Yeah,
Jake might reach for a gun.
I just draw and
Yeah, you might as well, bro. You are taking
Pull
one
a Bud
either way,
Dwyer.
a Bud Dwyer
Yeah.
myself. It's okay, guys.
Yeah.
It's been real.
But yeah, and so it's just a recipe where they are putting your life in danger and stripping you of your Second Amendment rights without trial, right? Without evidence, nothing of the sort. It could be completely fabricated, and it's just up to a judge to say yes or no. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Coin toss. Show them big toe money. That'll work, Jake. That'll show them.
They're breaking in. Quick, take off your
I don't
socks.
think so.
Save yourself.
I know
No,
the cops
distract 'em.
here. I know the cops here, and I don't want to be in that situation. I'm just taking.
How funny
I'm
would
going
that
out
be,
on my
Jake,
terms.
if when they break in, you have big toe money playing on the screen behind you? How
Yeah.
funny would that be?
Yeah, that would be something.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's another little story that I didn't get to on Friday because we were, I was currently dying at the time. But the soldier who placed a $400,000 bet on his successful capture of Maduro, which is like a wild bet to make, he has been arrested. So we didn't really know about this. There was some interesting betting going on at the time of the Maduro raid that I think we might have even talked about on a stream, but we didn't really know obviously who it was or whatnot. Turns out it was this guy. It was Gannon Van Dyke out on a $250,000 bond. So the U.S. officer charged for making bets on Maduro captured revealed Master Sergeant Gannon Ken Van Dyke placed bets on prediction market within hours of Trump's announcement.
Mr. President, apparently there was a special forces soldier who was involved in the capture of Venezuelan President Maduro, who was arrested by federal authorities today on suspicion of insider trading and betting on Polymarket. Are you concerned that federal employees are betting on these prediction markets and potentially getting rich?
Well, I don't know about it, but was he betting that they would get him or they wouldn't get him?
It sounds like he was betting on his removal from office, that Maduro would be removed.
Well, that's
it sounds like
interesting.
he was involved in the operation.
That's like Pete Rose betting on his own team. It's a little like Pete Rose. Pete Rose, they kept him out of the Hall of Fame because he bet on his own team. Now, if he bet against his team, that would be no good, but he bet on his own team. I'll look into it. Yeah.
So, listen, should
Insider-
you place bets with insider information? No, obviously not. It is like an OPSEC issue, right? There's potentialities for that to be abused in ways that you don't want to. Obviously, if the enemy is wise to people placing, very strange bets on little movements or whatnot, it could alert them to your actions ahead of time. However, like Congress just does insider trading.
Yeah.
Senators just do insider trading.
Insider trading has been going crazy recently.
Yeah. And so with
Okay.
this one, he didn't bet $400,000. He bet like $34,000.
Well, he won $400,000.
Yeah. I feel like I'm okay with it as long as he didn't do it after the raid had already happened. Because they're making it sound like he did it after Maduro was captured
I
at
think
some
they're saying
point.
he did it before, right? Right before.
I'm kind of like,
Am I
if
mistaken?
I think you should be able to, like, if you betting on your team to win, I don't see a problem with that. Just gives you more incentive to try hard, but like if he was betting that they would not capture him, then
Oh, well, that would be awful, right?
That would
Because then
be-
it's like throwing the game, but with people's lives at stake. But he's betting on now. Keep in mind, this is even better than like some aide having foreknowledge of the raid. Like he's physically going there. He's doing the thing, and he's betting on himself to win to get the payout. Right.
I do think
In a
he was
way,
like
too,
some
it's like
kind of
if I'm going and risking my life and somebody says, "Hey, what about extra money for you and your family for completing the raid?" I'd be like, that's pretty chill. Now, again, this should have been handled privately. He should have never been arrested. This should have never made it to the public's eye. This guy should have been dressed down privately. Hey, you're never doing that again. We're gonna pee slap you with something.
He should
and
have been
this
made
could
to do
never happen.
2,000 push-ups and lost a
Well,
rank or something.
Internally, this can never happen again, right? Because again, if poly market dictates what happens, then your enemy just needs to watch poly market betting. And when a couple $1 million comes in on the low percentage option, they're like, "Oh shit, something's happening," right? So obviously, this should not happen for OPSEC reasons. However, this guy should not be arrested. It makes like the whole Maduro thing was a complete win, and this puts like a black mark on it. And a completely unnecessary black mark on it. And again, the other aspect of it too is all of the politicians do it. So if we're gonna hold people to account, is it going to be the soldiers that actually risk their own lives or the scumbags in office? Well, of course, to me, it's the scumbags in office, not the guy actually fast roping on a helicopter to pull out a dictator on the other side of the planet.
I don't think he was. So from what I understood, I listened to the Tier 1 podcast with Brent Tucker, and when he explained it, it sounded like this guy he wasn't like an operator, quote unquote, whatever that means. He was more of a I think he belonged to a unit that does support like intelligence stuff with JSOC. So I don't know if he was actually going there like fast roping and doing that kind of thing. Either way, I think this guy should be pardoned. I think they should give him a medal. I think they should give him a big medal, pin it on his chest, say good job. You are the reason for a rule, and then let him keep the money.
Well, right. I just think it needs to be private though. Like again, this should not be behavior that's incentivized, right? Because it actually is unsafe to do this. It is undue risk to your fellow brothers and sisters making these public bets that people can track, right? It's bad OPSEC. Don't do it. It's wrong. However, we're not going to make a big public stink about all of this because, one, everybody in Congress and the Senate would need to be arrested. And two, it's like just keep it low key. Like there's no reason for this to be public.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also
poly market has made people just break their brains. Have you guys seen recently the guy who bet on what temperature it would be at like some sort of airport? And he was caught on camera running up to the temperature sensor with a hairdryer and blowing at the hairdryer with the hairdryer at the temperature sensor to win a big bet.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I think that was in Paris for the high heat record or something like that.
Something
now,
like that.
The video is fake. The video is AI.
Oh,
Because I've seen that video. but the video itself is fake. But I think the story is still true. That the guy basically manipulated the weather, the temperature sensor to win the bet. Which, of course, when everything's bet on and there's easy ways to manipulate the market, well, people are just going to do it. You know, it's like if think about it. If I could say, well, tomorrow on I-90 there's going to be a 22 car pileup, and I just
crash your car,
a little accident. It's like, well, I risked my life and the life of a bunch of other people, but I got a $12 million, payout.
Average Hellcat experience.
Yeah.
Now, I do
watermelon
wonder,
car.
is it possible for us to set up polymarket bets on when the stream will start or what things will be said
We've
during the
joked
stream?
about that, yes.
Can we do that?
That's the thing. I would just short the market. Everybody would be like 10 minutes late, 12 minutes late, and then I would be like
Yeah.
15
Right
minutes
on time.
early,
Or like
minus 1 million odds.
Or like,
right?
is someone going to say the N-word before the 2-hour mark? That's a
Ooh,
good
there
one,
you
I
go.
think.
I'm sure we could.
A volunteer's tribute.
Yeah. SF bro who bet on himself with his own cash right before fast ripping onto a foreign president's roof and stealing him like a Snickers bar from a gas station is going to do more time than all of the Somali fraudsters who stole $18 billion from Minnesota combined. Now that might be true. If this guy actually does get
Fair.
the book thrown on him, like he actually would probably do more time than all of the people who actually stole, a insanely logarithmically more money than the, $400,000 that he again bet on himself basically. And yes, the memes just write themselves. Congress watching soldiers get arrested for insider trading. They're looking down on you plebs.
That's what I'm saying, though. Why do they have to do my boy like this? Why can't we just give him a medal, pardon him, say it's not going to happen again, but here's your medal for figuring out this exploit? Because putting him in jail, we can't do that to our brethren,
Our
We shouldn't be.
brothers.
What a
Our
waste.
brethren,
What an absolute waste.
our
you know.
our what brethren?
Well, yeah, you might joke about that, but that is literally justice politics in 2026. What color are you again? I mean, listen, like black judges and Asian judges do it. So that is literally going to be justice. Is what color are you again?
Why
What color are you
why
again?
don't we do it?
Well, we will, right? And that's the thing that people don't like about it is that we're just better at it than everyone else. So if you wanted us to play team, like we can play teams again. We'll
They're
just work out
stopping
the way
it
that
for
always
now,
does.
but if the floodgates open, we're pretty good at playing for our own
It-
side.
yeah. Instead of shirts versus skins, it's skins versus skins.
Oh. It's literally just that Family Guy chart, right? The okay, not okay with the different skin colors. All right. Speaking of insanos, this is a transgender substitute teacher. Reason number 461 to pull your children out of public school. Arrested for plotting school murder spree. Transgender substitute teacher. Not
Color
only
me not surprised.
Indoctrinating your children, not enough. Not enough. I'm also going to murder them. There you go.
Yeah, Revolver in the chat said Virginia's gone, man. This doesn't have to happen in Virginia. This could happen in any state in this country.
Yeah. Cross-dressing substitute teacher arrested in alleged plot to kill students at Virginia school. And Virginia has indeed gone insane over the last year. A 19-year-old male substitute teacher in Northern Virginia who identifies as a woman has been arrested after authorities received an anonymous tip reporting his online threats targeting a local high school. 19-year-old tranny Zoomer posting public threats to a high school as a substitute teacher.
I fucking hate every single second of this.
The suspect, Hayden Dollery of Chantilly, was taken into custody on school grounds at a John Champy High School on April 23rd following an investigation by the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office. According to the law enforcement, the investigation began after tips were submitted through the Safe to Talk reporting system, which allows individuals to anonymously report potential threats. Authorities say the tips indicated Dollery had made a statement on Discord, referencing violence at school, including mention of a potential murder spree and a kill list. This is a substitute teacher. This isn't, a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old who's getting bullied at school, who's a loser. This is a substitute teacher. Also, really obvious tell, right? Don't hire trannies. discriminate against trannies. Pretty simple. I think that's just like if
Or
somebody
like gays in general. Like
based, repeal the Civil Rights Act, repeal the 19th, the 13th. What's next?
Yeah. What is
anyway.
the statistic? It's
What-
like over 90% of pedophiles are homosexuals. Like, come on.
Despite being 2% of the population,
Also,
all of them are pedophiles.
Here's something
What?
that I'm kind of thinking about. Like, regardless of what you think about the public school system, is it better to have male teachers or female teachers?
Do you want to know who commits the most amount of child abuse, whether sexual or physical?
It's going to be men.
It's females. No.
Is it
it's females.
females?
Females commit the most abuse of children.
I mean,
Now, you
In
could say that's because
schools?
they have more access. Well, just in general,
Okay.
everywhere. Now, you could say that it's because they have more access to children because a lot of them are single mothers or
Yeah.
a lot of men have left the school system. However, historically, teachers were men. The best
True.
teachers were men. Especially in higher education, all teachers were men. That's just the way it works because men
That's
are the best.
true. But I'm always very skeptical of like old men who are teachers at like elementary schools.
See, but
It's a
that's only because of how gay and lefty and progressive everything has become.
Yeah, that's true.
Men in teaching fatherly roles is their natural place. Okay. And so, like, obviously, women have kind of taken that role, especially in like elementary education and whatnot. And so, where it's now like almost stigmatized for a man to be a teacher. And if you see a man who is a teacher at an elementary school, it's like there's a little bit of that suspect, like cognitive dissonance going on in your mind. But that's not the way that it used to be. And it should not be that way. Men should not be demonized for being fatherly, for having that paternal instinct towards teaching children, but they have been in the modern era. And again, if you just want to look up child sexual abuse or physical abuse, it's women dominating that field right now. Men got to catch up. Okay.
I do think it's
They're
probably
putting up
warranted.
Gretzky numbers, guys. Come on.
I think it's probably warranted suspicion in this day and age with the amount of liberal men that are in classrooms. Like that is
True.
concerning to me.
Just higher education in general has, ever since the 60s, has been completely taken over by lefty freak weirdos. So I understand where you're coming from with there.
Well, I mean, if you listen to people who try and get into academia nowadays, if you're a white male, like non-gay lefty, like they'll tell you just no, you should not do this. This is not a wise career path. So they at the college level, they will disincentivize anyone with normal instincts from going into academia, right? And this is why we end up with people like this.
This
So anyways-
this shit just makes my blood boil. I got.
It should. All right. So, Chris Freck, funny last name, wrote in a criminal complaint that the sheriff's office was also informed on April 16th that Dollery made online threats against family and friends. Again, just mentally insane person doing mentally insane things. Dollery, who now calls himself Sophie, all right, has been charged with threats of bodily injury and is being held without bond. Based. Now, here's the thing, though. If this guy were black and he just like curb stomped some girl, you could be out on bond right now.
Like the one guy who body slammed that girl for not giving him his number and then curb stomped her afterwards. And
I have that story pulled up because, again, I didn't get to talk about it on Friday. Yeah, you could just be out on bond right now.
Yeah. Who cares? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking backwards.
He had a hard life. At 15, Loudoun County Public Schools confirmed that Dollery had been working as a non-licensed substitute teacher during the 2025 to 2026 school year. Following the arrest, the school representative Dan Adams said that Dollery was immediately removed from the substitute roster, really, and will no longer be permitted to work in its schools. Let's see, high school diploma. Yeah. Yep. Just talking about the other female or tranny.
When are we going to start publicly chopping these people's heads off the guillotine? That's what I want to know.
No, that's cruel and unusual punishment. You just excise them from life. Just say your free trial has ended.
Yeah. God kind of handles these things.
Yeah. God will sort you out. Here's a millstone. Here's a rope. Best of luck down there. All right. Now, speaking of tranny things, transgender things, or spiritually transgender things, we have one Owen Benjamin, who has gone on a bit of a tirade here about how appendix carry is really spiritually transgender. All right. Now here's the thing. I don't know Owen Benjamin. We have talked. I used to have his number back when we were both in Washington State like a decade ago. I have appreciated Owen Benjamin's work in the past. I think he is a very smart person. I think he's also more trolly than he lets on. And whenever he gets pushback, just think about any controversy that he's ever been in, Owen Benjamin doubles down, whether he believes it or not. And again, I don't know if he actually believes this or if he thinks it's just funny poking the bear, right? So I wouldn't take this super seriously, because I think you could have a legit conversation with Owen about it and he would give you his rationale and his reasonings and how it doesn't really matter all that much to him. I don't think this is a topic that he has seriously thought about. He is simply poking the bear and getting bear interactions from it. Okay. It is also ironic that bear is like a gay term, right? You know, bears and whatever the other things are. So, and then he calls his fans bears. Yeah. Oh, well, a couple of unfortunate incidents there. So let's let him in his own words talk about the spiritual transgenderism that is appendix carry.
I think I'm into the chest carry. I like having I think the chest is where the gun should be. It's called a gunslinger carry, because the appendix carry, there's no fucking chance I'm pointing a gun at my penis. I think anyone that does appendix carry is trans. Okay. And I'll make that statement right now.
If you're carrying a P320, you might be.
Well, yeah, inadvertently, you might end up being trans with a 320. Now, here's the thing. Again, I don't take Owen that seriously. Like, I think he's trying to make a bit out of this, and some people are taking it way more seriously than others.
I support this message wholeheartedly.
And I mean, like, listen, you know, he knows in real life 20 people who appendix carry, right? You know, a lot of his own fans, his diehard fans, appendix carry. All right. And he's making a joke.
Whenever people talk shit on appendix carry, I immediately know that they're fat or they're gay. Because if you're carrying in like a little crossbody, like satchel thing, you're a homosexual. So either of those two things, you're either fat
but that's
or you're
perfect.
gay.
I wouldn't, if I knew somebody who only carried at 3 o'clock and you said that, I would, like, as him, I wouldn't take offense, right? It's like, I get it. It's funny. Yeah. Anybody who does it differently than me is gay and retarded. Yes, I agree. 100%. You know?
To be clear, trans carry is carrying the gun in your hand as you walk into the establishment.
Yeah, actually, trans carry, yes, is actually open carry in a children's school. That's
Yes.
actually the definitional trans carry. Yeah.
It's not that fat people hate appendix carry, it's that they physically are incapable of it because their fat rolls over the top of the gun. So if they were to draw, they would have to like pile up all their rolls so they can get
Pull
to
up
it.
the meat curtains. They have to part the meat curtains to get to their gun. Their meat drapes.
This is your daily reminder that if you're fat, go work out, and you should feel bad until you look good.
Yeah,
True.
Randy.
But also, like, Owen is 6'8", huge dude. I tried very hard not to say 6'7" there. I think he's like 6'8". He's a monster of a human. And he also like lives in Idaho in the middle of nowhere in bear country. So I think for him, he's like, oh, well, I just carry in a chest rig when I'm, you know, out on about on his farm, because he lives on a farm away from, you know, ethnics, which is like, okay, that's pretty base. I can see if I'm carrying like some sort of long slide, 10 millimeter, 357, something or other. Yeah, I could get that carrying in your chest, semi-open carry is like valuable. And he's just taking a shot at the appendix boys. Okay. Now here's the thing.
Bring back shoulder holsters, man. Come on.
Yeah, shoulder holsters are cool. Okay, I think that's like the noir vibe I think is really hot. I need to get a shoulder holster. Not that it's practical, and I would never argue that a shoulder holster.
I got to get one for my 357. Cool. It's peak.
I think honestly,
fair,
if
where
I
this
lived
guy
out,
lives, like the Hellcat owner per capita is so low, it really doesn't matter what you carry because you're going to be good anyway.
I think if I lived out there in the middle of nowhere, Idaho, and the only thing I had to worry about was like strangers who weren't who were from out of town, I would probably just carry in a safari land and call it a day. I wouldn't really mess around with anything. That's just me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but listen, appendix carry is like objectively the fastest, most secure way to carry a gun. It just is.
For concealed carry.
For concealed carry. It's the fastest, most secure way. I have seen way too many videos of people carrying 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock behind the, butt crack carry or whatever it is.
Small your back.
They bend over and somebody steals their gun.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen way too many times. Way too many times. I've never seen somebody lose a gun from appendix, right? I know the joke about shooting your dick off and like being nervous, but that's really like if you're uncomfortable around guns, which is a little bit spiritually gay, I would say. Like actually being afraid of a firearm is a little bit spiritually gay, right? But I don't think, even with a 320, the only incident of one going off inside of somebody's pants was he was carrying it without a holster, and it shot him in the leg or something, groin or something, right?
Don't appendix carry like a 320 or a Nambu or like something retarded.
I did see. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do you remember the video of the FBI agent who was like doing a backflip in the club and his gun flies out of his holster?
Dropped on the ground, then he picked it up.
Was he appendix carrying or was he like
no?
5
I don't
o'clock or something.
I would have to look, but I think it was 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock or something like that. Yeah. And again, some people just have a history. Like this guy's been carrying guns longer than I've been alive at 3 and 4 o'clock. If that's the way you learned and what's comfortable for you and practice, like that's fine. Like I don't really care. Just being proficient and knowledgeable. Like, and if you're gonna carry in a spot where you have less control over the gun, right? You just need to wear proper clothing so it doesn't like actually print. Because if somebody's looking at you and you're bending over to the the ice cream selection at your local convenience store, and it's like, oh, there's very obviously a gun as he has 2 hands in this display case as he's trying to get the last big bop or whatever is in there.
Don't wear fitted shirts.
If you do if you can spend all day with a gun pointed at your dick and balls, don't you know the internal locking mechanism? No. It's emotional. It's just something. It means you don't value your dick and you want it to be blown off your body.
Again, it's like that's rage bait. Because obviously, like the million of us out here that appendix carry literally every single day. We do care about our PNR. We want to keep our PNR in good working order, as it were.
I do love that him calling the like having faith in the mechanical safeties of the gun is the emotional argument, while simultaneously he is making the emotional argument that no, it doesn't matter what they do with this mechanically. It's gonna go off.
Well, don't worry. We got another. He elaborated on this point because he did get ratioed a little bit.
Did he do another video?
He did. It made a much longer video, and it's kind of worse because he tries to be objective about it rather than rage baity, and so that's where you run into some issues. Shoot, I lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, but it's like if I get into my car, right? I do trust that my car's brakes are in fact going to work.
No, that's gay.
They're going to. I guess
that's spiritually gay. If you trust your car's brakes are going to work, you're a homo.
Yeah,
well, yeah. Do I not value my dick because I step into a car that might kill me if the brakes don't work?
Punch your feet through the floor so you can do the Fred Flintstone braking.
True.
I purposefully add slop to my brakes, so I'm just a cool guy.
Also, spirit crystals to your steering wheel.
Yeah, spirit crystals my steering wheel.
Yeah, I align my chakras before entering the vehicle.
I love the Claymore airbag. That's one of my favorite things about my vehicle.
I have a priest throw holy water on my brakes before I start my car. All right, but here's the much longer response. All right, the truth about appendix carry. And again, he's going to try and make some real rational arguments here. So you got to pay attention or else you're going to get lost. The truth about appendix carry. Go ahead, try to argue your side. Address the points I make and tell me about your appendix carry. Pure rage bait activated. Here we go.
This is what I wanted to talk about with appendix carry, because I was making fun of it, and then some jackass on Twitter said, what did he say? Hang on 1 second. It's very important. I don't take gun advice from a man that argues with emotion instead of logic. Okay, let's.
The correct response is, I don't take gun advice from somebody who sucks with guns. And, you know, if you're scared of firearms, I don't want your shooting advice. If you're scared of cars, I don't want your driving advice. You know, if you're afraid of the thing that you do that you're supposed to be good at, or that you're giving advice on, I'm not really that interested.
Let's look at my logic here. Let's look at my logic with old appendix carry. And I'm just trying to help you guys. I just face who you are, accept who you are. You know, a trans.
It's rage bait, okay? He's trying to be funny here. He's hitting back at people that are hitting him for a stupid opinion. It's fine.
So when you're dealing with gun safety is very important. One of the main rules is don't point a gun at anything you don't want to kill.
Yeah, and anytime you're in an argument and somebody pulls out like the most ancient, most pervasive fuddler of all time, the 4 rules of firearm safety, like we all break these rules all the time. All the time. It just happens.
Open up a
As long
prima
as you
facetious
don't-
appeals court.
As long as you don't break like 3 of them at the same time, then you're usually safe.
You got to break more than one.
You can break 1 or 2 at the same time, and you'll be fine generally.
Well, so when it comes to like not pointing a gun at anything you want to kill, like if you've ever gotten in or out of a vehicle, or even if the gun is in a chest holster, it is pointed at other people a lot of the time, like directly at other people a lot of the time. So you could say that instead of accidentally shooting yourself, it's going to accidentally shoot somebody else that you love, one of your children, your wife. Like,
yeah,
guns do get pointed at people all the time. All the time.
We had a mini argument about this in the Discord involving a Shrek video, John McPhee.
Oh.
Where he had his holstered pistol. It was loaded. But it was in a holster, and he was holding it up, showing the camera, and he turned it towards his chest because he was showing the red dot. And apparently a lot of people got really agitated about that. But
I mean, you try not to do that. But
you try not to do it
like that. Like I have, there's a gun in a holster right here. Like I understand that it's safe. I don't like pointing it at my forehead though.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
whenever I get home from work, I take off my appendix carry, I set it on the table, and I start doing stuff, and I have it right next to me at all times. And if I have family members that are like over and walking around, I try not to angle it at them, but you know, it's in a holster at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, like even now, like no matter which way I point this gun in a holster, it's going to be pointed at walls and streets and whatever else might be going on around. So, I mean, it's a necessary condition of a firearm. Like most holsters, like a lot of people, like with the 320 that shoot themselves, the gun is in a holster on their thigh, and it happens to be pointed depending on how they're standing, how they're leaning. Are they, are their knees bent? Do they have a wide stance? Where that gun might be pointed at your leg like 90% of the time.
Yeah, the gun bag is the most dubious of them all because you don't actually know where the gun is pointed at any given time. It's just
it's also
in there.
Schrodinger's condition, right? Because you have no idea if the gun is loaded. Is it chamber flagged? Is it safe? Is it not? You have no idea.
Yeah.
Another one is always assume the gun is loaded. Another one is keep your finger off the trigger. And
see, this is also one where we also just don't do this. Like nobody actually treats their firearm as if it is always loaded. For instance, when you dry fire, you obviously disregard this. Like, of course, when you're performing any maintenance on a firearm, you obviously disregard this. Of course, right?
You could break the rules, but you got to be knowledgeable about what you're doing.
Yeah, always assume I'm loaded. True, Buncer.
Until you're ready to
dry fire with a loaded gun. Don't be a pussy.
I never dry fire. It's always live, baby.
Engage. Another one is always be aware of what's behind the target. There's all these rules for guns.
That's not even the correct rule. It's foreground and background, both equally important.
Safety. Okay. So don't point it.
That's actually true. Stabby McStabwood says Owen is telling us he's never dry fire trained without telling us. Yes, that is correct.
He's also the
And
rules
listen,
that he said
Owen
wrong.
is a comedian and a provocateur, right? Like that's kind of how I see him. You know, he gives some cogent advice on life and traditional family and stuff like that. But then he also has the comedian, not shock jock, but a little bit of a provocateur. He'll, kick the hornet's nest every now and again with something like this. I don't need him to be a Ben Steger level training advice. I don't need him to do that. In fact, it's like, and at the same token, I don't need Ben Steger to be my philosopher. I know he invented logic, but
I do.
I don't actually need him to be my philosopher. So if like Ben Steger like misquoted Nietzsche, and then I'm like, well, actually, Ben, you got that wrong. It's like, you probably shouldn't be taking philosophy advice from, your pro shooter. And maybe you shouldn't be taking shooting advice from your, philosopher or something like that, who barely carries, barely trains, barely practices.
What? Are you telling me Warrior Poet Society might be grifting me?
Oh, but dude, Warrior Poet Society is insane because he actually grifts every single possible angle. Not only is he a pastor at some non-denominational church peddling some sort of theology that I have no idea about because it's too nebulous for me to really understand. He does the lifestyle, he does the gun training, he does the martial arts physical aspect of it. Like, if there was one holistic gun lifestyle brand that truly hit every vector, it is actually Warrior Poet Society.
He's trying to be a lore actor, Steven Seagal.
Warrior Poet Society, John Lovell is literally like beard, Israel centric faith, and By My Shadow Sisters.
True.
Shadow Sisters limited edition WPS.
I saw a video from Warrior Poet Society
Splitter.
the other day. It popped up in my recommended, and it was like him like 2 weeks ago going, I just now learned that young guys are having a hard time. I watched about 10 minutes of it and I was like, you just now learned? That's great.
Warrior Poet Society is the kind of YouTube short or something that my mom would find and then send it to me because she's like, oh, you're into guns and this guy's a Christian, so I'm going to send you this clip. That's the caliber of stuff that he makes, and I'm just not a fan. It is grift.
Lowest common denominator videos.
Chuckster here has I want to get Jed Linsky on a podcast, Modern Samurai, because he had a big video with Garantham back in the day, and Garantham has had a habit of having people on his channel that know absolutely nothing and are actually terrible shooters somehow being elevated to like cogent shooting advice trainers. It should not be that way. But anyways, so Modern Samurai, Jed Linsky, goes after Joel Park because he's having a beef with Ben Steger. And I never understand this. Joel is actually such a nice guy in real life. Like, he drives out to waltz with me to let me shoot his guns and lets me take training classes for free. Like, Joel is actually like one of the nicest guys out there. Too autistic to be mean, great dude. And Modern Samurai is like a wannabe prick. So I think he attacks Joel because Joel is an easier target than Ben, because Ben will, verbally murder you while Joel will just ignore you. So I think it makes Joel an easier target. But it's just stupid. Jed Linsky, like, not actually a good shooter, and somehow revered shooting advice and has people taking his overpriced classes. I don't know.
Another one is always be aware of what's behind the target. There's all these rules for gun safety. Okay? So don't point a gun at anything you don't want to kill. That's appendix carry. All right? You're pointing a gun at your dick. Oh, but it's not chambered. Okay, let's check out.
Which one of you psychos out there is carrying appendix without it being chambered? Okay, because that's another thing, all right? If you're afraid of the gun, if you're afraid of the gun being loaded because you're an IDF conscript, like, I get it, you didn't get proper training, but come on, man. Like, be competent with your firearm. That's all you need. You just need to be competent.
I have been appendix carrying the entire time that I've carried a firearm, and there's no point where I was so nervous about it that I carried not chambered. There was a time when I had a gun that had a manual safety, and I carried with the safety on for a little bit. But that's as close as I got to that. If this guy even thinks like Israeli carry is a valid thing, like I understand he's memeing, but
Well, he probably just
yikes.
doesn't know though, right? He doesn't know that that's like really looked down upon.
Yeah.
Like IDF carry condition 3 or whatever it's called is not cool. It's not hot anymore.
It's
I've
not
been
cool at
appendix
all.
carrying for so long. I've been appendix carrying before I was allowed to appendix carry.
Based.
And it's condition 3 carry is only cool if you have one of those Makarov holsters that racks the
Oh,
slide when you draw it.
the rack to draw thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
That's cool in theory until you like realize anything about anything. It's like,
I mean, I've carried
all
a
you
Cajun
rack it
Shadow
is-
too, pointed at my dick. That was probably not wise. Considering that one went off in that guy's holster not too long ago.
Oh no.
The other rule. Always assume the gun is loaded. So using consistent logic, explain this, right? So if those are the fundamental rules of
Well, yeah, so we do assume the gun is loaded. I hope the gun is loaded, but we understand that the gun is in a safe condition, right? Without external forces, the gun cannot go off on its own, just like a car, right? I'm not scared of a car that's sitting there parked in neutral.
What if it
I
starts
understand it has the
itself?
potential to move, but it is not current unless somebody provides input to it. The car's not going anywhere. The gun's not going anywhere.
Unless Elon Musk remote turns on the Model S in the parking lot and runs you over with it.
True.
Which is possible these days.
Well, wait till we have. Well, I mean, we already have auto firing 320s, so really, a Tesla's like a 320 when you think about it, right?
gun safety, why would you keep a loaded weapon pointed at your dick and balls all day long? I'll tell you why. You secretly want to be a girl, or you feel tremendous shame about the things you've done to your own dick. You want to kill your.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny. All right,
He's
maybe
got
I
jokes.
don't know.
This
If
guy
there's people
gets it.
here
Damn, he
that have
caught me.
maybe done things with their dick that they shouldn't have, or put it in people that they shouldn't have. I don't know. Maybe that there is something there. I don't know. Jake's like, no, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. That's good. That's good. Yeah, maybe. See, that's again a funny joke. Funny joke.
Yeah, no, I think this is a shit post, and he does really. If this is actually a shit post, he's doing a great job.
I support
Your own
this
dick.
message.
You've done to your own dick. You want to kill your own dick.
Make that a
Maybe there's
soundbite in the
something
Discord.
really
Make
deep
that a
about
soundbite
that.
in the Discord.
Maybe there is something really deep about that. You know, it's a lot of masculine men, appendix carrying, wishing to conquer their own demon of lust, and they're just subconsciously hoping that someday the gun does go off to remove that. You know, it's like in the Bible, it's like if your eye causes you to sin, you should pluck it out. It would be better for you to go into heaven with one eye than to have two and to be cast into hell. So maybe in this way, it's better if your appendix carry blows off your dick so that you enter heaven as a eunuch rather than go to hell with a full dick and balls. Maybe there's something here. Okay, this is actually a really deep message.
Maybe if you appendix carry, you just want to be an anime girl. Maybe you're gay, huh?
You could probably make that argument about the people who did the whole bointing thing. You know, if you
The whole what
remember the bointing phenomenon, do you remember that?
Point gun at Venus.
Yeah, point gun at Venus,
Oh, okay.
My
where they
buddies blew one of his balls
pointed
off
at
from
their
that.
crotch and they very liberally ghost the trigger. And
There was that one guy who
there was a
Bro,
couple. There was like
Sorry, I'm
two or
distracted.
three.
Is this Titanfall?
I think it is
Heck,
Titanfall.
We got Titanfall in 2026. Heck yeah, bro! I missed everything you said right there. I was too busy watching Peak. Heck yeah.
Purist of Kino.
And there is no bigger gamma hive than the gun community. Like the
Truk, also a truth nuke. Gun community and Reddit soy boys who are trying to like parade like this fake sense of masculinity behind, gay materialism. Very true. Very true. Again, another cogent response. A very astute call out here from Mr. Benjamin.
the boomer ballistics, me and Brandon joke about it all the time. Like, hey, listen, in 45, they get so pissed. And you guys know me. I like kicking gamma hives because I'm insane. And someone's like, yeah, but if you're being pushed up against a wall, have fun with your gunslinger chest holster. When your hand, I'm like, would you like to go through the rules of gun safety again? You're aiming a gun all day at your dick. Put it behind you. Maybe the gun shoots through part of your ass. That's not that big of a deal. You can't except for the skull, throat. The penis and balls is the last place you want to aim a gun. I'd aim at the throat before the penis and balls. You can.
That's a weird one. Owen. Okay, you're losing me again.
Whoa.
Okay, if we're gonna do the chest thing, the chest one's just bad, okay? Because it's like, it's almost cowardly, because instead of pointing the gun at yourself, you're pointing it at other people around you, which I dislike. I dislike that. You know,
This
it's like kids, wife, other people. Yeah. I don't like that.
like it.
I'd rather flag everybody else in the room before I flag my dick and balls. Is what
That's
I don't
spiritually
like
gay.
it
Now that's putting your
when
dick and balls on a pedestal above everybody else. And there's nothing gayer than thinking about your own dick and balls that much. Jeez.
I don't like it that he keeps going back to the firearms rules of safety. I like it more when he just calls people like trannies or says that they hate their own dick. That's funny to me.
It's way funnier when he's like, yeah, maybe you just subconsciously hate your own dick because of all the evil things you've done to it. So that's funny. Okay, it calls out a bunch of gay degenerates in the community. Heck yeah, that's funny.
Mhm.
Fishnet carry. Okay, speaking about gay degenerates, thank you. All I do is overpenetrate.
Survive a throat. You can't. If my dick gets blown up, maybe then I'll have peace.
See?
Maybe then I'll have
That's what I
peace.
said.
No, I'm not even going to put that out there.
Conquering your lust is difficult. Appendix carry, gentlemen.
All right. Let's see. Oh, we got some super chats here. Mr. Ed Talks, very generous. Thank you, buddy. Been thinking about.
Anyways, that's the clip there. That was his entire transcoded allegory about appendix carry, which I did think was a little funny. Not crazy funny, but a little
Dude,
funny.
I might have to buy a 320 now.
Might as well. I have one I can sell you. It's in working order as far as I can tell.
I'll give you $12.
15.
Deal.
You pay shipping.
I'll give you 15 rolls of quarters, but all of the edges are cut off. They're like
I'll still take
smooth
it.
on the edge.
That makes sense.
You want to know why these coins have ridges, son? Do you?
Oy
All right. Well,
I'm the reason they put these ridges here.
oh dear. Well, let's get to some support before we get to another Florida teen arrested for his username Incel Revolution Soon. Is a meme account on Instagram, and he got arrested.
This guy's cool.
He is cool, and again, he gets arrested for like schizo posting on Maine, which is it's just funny, and I feel bad for him that he's gonna get legally raped. Baseball kid over on Rumble gives 1 subscription. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Noom for $20 on Rumble says, hello there, my Rumble nibbas. Popping in from Washington for a quick hi and big toe money for my Rumble brothers. Where'd it go? Where's big toe money? I know it's here somewhere. It's hiding from me.
John, wait. Before you do that, can you read Randy's comment? Because it's just too fucking good.
I'm the reason Reese's have ridges. Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank
Good
you,
job,
Randy. I
Randy.
appreciate that.
That was a great one.
Oh my God. Here we go.
This song of the summer shit. You know it's funny. Walk on stage with no shoes on. All I need is feet, boy, I'm too gone. Hey, Jake money, big toe money. This is song of the summer shit. You know it's funny. Walk on stage with no shoes on. All I need is feet, boy, I'm too gone. My feet feel good. Your feet where they should. Y'all just sitting in the grass with a cigarette. Jake money, big toe money. That's a bigger check. Walking in, everybody.
Big toe money. It gets me going every time. Makes me feel better. I can feel the sickness leaving my body as Jake's toes wiggle on screen for me. Sabardic Noticer over on Ko-Fi for $14.88 says, I'm flying to a native Alaskan village based in alcoholism, meth, and domestic violence pilled for work to make big money. I won't make it back for a live until Friday. Whatever did, is, or will happen in my absence, it was the juice. Christ is king. Play something brain rot. All right. Well, thank you very much, Sabardic Noticer. I hope you're going to do well out there with the those foids out in the Alaskan wilderness. How about this one for you?
Patrick, do you think Squidward was trying to tell us something?
Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. All right. Also on Ko-Fi, as I struggle to get back to my place. Waifu's enslaved. Jimmy's unrustled. Drops $10. Says absolutely nothing.
I like to wear one around my neck because I'm gay.
Appreciate that. All right, and then over here, we'll get to your guys' supers now. Cody Fisher for $10 says, my man, bringing us together on a Sunday. We love to see it. Well, I hope that you guys have had a great day so far and a great weekend as you're looking forward to, I suppose, the work week coming up. But yeah, thanks for being here, Cody. Appreciate you, sir. Zany for $5 says, John, I am sorry I failed to defend your honor at the local gun store the other day. It will not happen again. Accept this gift as a token of my sorrow. Thank you, Zanyco. I appreciate it. Yeah, there was a sighting of the elusive military arms cuck who was waltzing around a local gun store, and there was no interdiction by Zanyco. Tragic. Thank you, Zany. Gifted one Focus Trip membership. Appreciate that. Bulge Deep in Vagina member for 14 months. God bless. Appreciate that. Thank you, Bulge Deep. Chillbilly for $5 says, can't stay up for this one, John. Early day at work tomorrow. Doing the real work out there. I appreciate you, Chillbilly. See ya on the next one. Christ is king. Christ is king. Thank you, Chillbilly. Appreciate you, sir. Lightspore for $2 says, hurry up. I need my sleep ASMR. Is ASMR... I don't get it. Okay, is it for sleeping or is it for gooning?
Both.
It's definitely a porn thing.
I think it's
Or like
for
a very-
autistic. It's up for autistic retards and gooners. That's why Logan's into it. Yeah, that's why Logan's into it.
Definitely
So,
autistic people
Is he
too.
gooning to sleep to this stream? Because I feel like there's got to be better ASMR material out there.
I don't know, John.
Don't do that, Lightspore.
That's a specific question that you should ask him.
Yeah. Amorite Boy for $2 says, how dare you be late and gay on the day of my son's birth? Congratulations, Amorite Boy. Hope you're having a great day out there. Congratulations once again. Tell him happy birthday for me, okay? Because, I mean, 0 years old is quite an accomplishment. Appreciate you, boy.
Technically like 9 months, but...
Well, yeah, it's whatever. Lightspore for another $2 says, holy F, John, you look rough, big guy. I'm good. I'm making... Dude, I've had like 8 cough drops in the last like 15 minutes to try and keep talking. Thank you, Lightspore.
Oh, that wasn't a gimmick cough?
No, not at all.
Oh, shit.
No, it has physically hurt to talk for this stream. Dinocide for $3.08 says, with Arrow gone, what's a good alternative for AR-10s? It's a rough market out there, dude. AR-10s are in a rough spot. I actually don't know. Because the next good AR-10 is like $4,000.
Yeah. Just cry yourself to sleep.
Discontinued.
Just
I
get
literally
a.
never look for AR-10s. Is BCM's good or?
Well, BCM doesn't make a 308, do they?
I never searched for one. Look,
I've never either. I mean, I don't know really right now of a mid-tier 308. I'm sure there's some out there, and hopefully some people in the comments are giving you some recommendations. But
Just get you a Spear LT.
Of course, the Geisley is good, but it's $6,500 for the Geisley, MRGG or whatever they call. So yeah, it's good, but
just be
SR25.
rich
Thanks, bro. Somebody
just
looking
make a
at
bunch of
Arrow
money.
is not
That's
looking
the
at like
solution.
a $7,000 CAC. Midwest, okay, yeah, Midwest does make things, but even with Midwest, you're still looking at hopefully if ballistic advantage barrels. Daniel Defense, you might be able to get a DD for like 2K, 2.5K. LaRue, LMT again. Yeah, thanks for the $4,000 recommendation. Again, if he's looking at Arrow, he's looking at mid to low end, not high end.
I don't even think LaRue sends anything out to my state because gay gun laws make him go no.
Yeah, it's tough out there for AR-10s, Dinocide. That's why I piece together my stuff. Josh Howard, remember for 4 months, says they tied up dude like a pretzel. Well, you know what's funny is after they, and I get why they do it, of course, because they need to make sure he doesn't have any bombs or wires on him or something like that. But they literally take you down, cuff you, and then strip you naked and take pictures of you. It's kind of like, honestly, although maybe that guy like is kind of into it.
He looked like
kind of into it. He was biting the carpet, so I mean, maybe he was just waiting for it. Vandalay for 2 says the shooter was the yellow flash of the leaf. Thank you, Vandalay. Appreciate that. McLeod for 5 says, from what I've read, the best shooters, namely snipers, but pistol is just as good too, are the DOE guys who protect the nuclear plants. I have heard from some local homies that DOE guys that show up to competitions usually rape everyone else. So allegedly they're quite good. Lon Harichi for 2 says that's the only rug Cole has ever sniffed. Oh, okay. You're making a gay joke. All right. Thank you, Lon Harichi. I did not get that at first. Patches, remember for 16 months, is glad you're feeling better. Christ is king. Christ is king. Thank you very much. Thank you, Patch. Polly B for $20. Here we go.
We're going to have to come over to your house and kill you. No two ways about it.
Backstabbing your own Praetorian Guard is classic, bold strategy, Cotton. Historical territory. A girl can dream. Yeah, it's like for a period of time, 70% of Roman emperors were killed by the Praetorian Guard. You know, it's like probably pay them, you know, because the other guy who's coming after you, he said he was going to pay them more. And so if you want them to not kill you, you should probably pay them. That would be quite good. And yeah, isn't the Secret Service currently unfunded because of the spending bill shenanigans? Or are they funded?
Wouldn't surprise me.
But thank you, Paulie B. I appreciate it. Sheep Herder for 5 says this guy gets arrested for the bet, but the people who shorted Trump's Truth Social stock for billions the day before he was popped in pen are free. Well, again, there's a 2-tiered justice system. And that is, if you have enough money or enough political influence, you are free from almost all persecution. You can be named in the Epstein list and be free from persecution or even blotted out. Like they'll just blot out your name, right?
I mean, it's anarcho-tyranny for the most part. Like they will protect themselves. They will protect people whose interests align with them, but they will go after mostly law-abiding citizens who slip up on paperwork. It's what they continue to do and what they will continue to do. And they're going to try to rape you, is what I'm trying to say.
Correct. Thank you, Sheep Herder. Appreciate that. Josh for 10 says a dog in Rhode Island who makes barrels was both a mother and a father figure to me. His soft but firm paws painstakingly button rifled barrels to put food on the table. I miss you, Roscoe. Yeah. So how does it feel to, after, Roscoe's untimely passing, to then eat him, right? Do you think it was honoring in his passing to walk the dog one last time? I'm just curious, Josh. Like, how did that make you feel internally? How would you feel if you didn't eat Roscoe today?
You're gonna ruin.
He's got that dog in him.
Josh's night. You're gonna ruin his week, actually.
Thank you, Josh. I love you. Central Sands Defense for 5 says, don't hate on the fanny pack satchel carry until you try it. No, I agree. Off-body carry is super comfortable, but it just sucks, right? As far as
it's not good.
Actually getting to the gun, right? Because
I might have told.
Go ahead.
I might have told the story before, but a friend of mine's sister's boyfriend got in a self-defense shooting, and he was carrying off-body. And since he was carrying off-body, he couldn't get to his firearm quickly, and it turned into a whole grappling session in the front of a car, and he ended up shooting the guy, luckily, and he didn't get shot. But off-body carry is not very effective. But it is super comfortable.
That is my nightmare scenario, right? Having a gun for what is potentially the worst moment of my life, right? And I can't get to it, or situation dictates that it's just out of reach, or I'm just too slow. Because like the reason we carry a gun is for the worst day of our lives, the worst interaction of our lives, right? The worst moment possible. And for that moment, I don't care if it's a little less comfortable. I just need to have access to it, and I need to have control of it. Like if I'm not paying attention and I have like a satchel or something around my waist or at my side, and like I'm in a crowded area, like somebody can just grab that and attempt to just rip it off or cut it off my body.
It doesn't matter until it does matter the most.
Yes, exactly. It's meaningless until it is the most meaningful thing in existence.
1 through 99 doesn't exist. It's either 0 or 100.
Thank you, Central San Sebastian. No, I get it, and I at places where I'm not supposed to be carrying, I have backpacked stuff in because it's a little bit more concealable, I guess. But yeah, it depends what I'm doing too. Dynaside for 2 says cross draw carry only when rucking around yuppies. Yeah, no, when I've been hiking, having one of those Kydex rigs where it puts the gun in your chest, center of your chest, like it's fine. My brother, when he's out hiking, he'll put his like a 357 or 44 mag like in a Kydex chest holster like that. Thank you, Dynaside. Genotion for 5 says besides Geisley good barrel recommendations, Criterion and Roscoe, and other than that, Ballistic Advantage Hansen. But I have had a couple issues actually with some Hansen barrels recently. I had some accuracy issues on 2 of them. So maybe it's just quality control going down the tubes as we're in the middle of the Trump slump. So, but Geisley, Criterion, Roscoe in that order. Thank you, Genotion. Strategy Branch for 10 says, is that Trenchkov on the panel? No.
Yeah, he was trying to. Yeah. No.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Trenchkov will never exist.
Trenchkov needs to rise from the ashes of Trench Grenade, okay? You'll be the gay phoenix rising from those rainbow ashes.
Trenchkov sounds too Slavic.
You do, dude, you look Slavic. Look at you right now. You could just put on a fake accent.
I have the mask on.
Duh.
Yeah,
There you go, dude. You could be the new FPS Russia, just like he was saying. I believe in you. Jury Seller for 2 says, I know tonight I'm late and gay. Well, listen, we're all a little late and gay sometimes. Sheep Herder for 5 says, hold your dingus at barrel point to assert dominance. Do this and it will never get out of hand. Also true. Good point. Yeah. We point the gun at it to remind it of its place in the universe. Thank you, Sheep Herder. Bullshark for 5 says, Jake, say, you know how long I had to spin the stupid sign?
Apparently that's a Badger from Breaking Bad quote.
Can you say the quote,
I don't know
please?
if I should say it. Okay.
Can you say the quote,
You know
please?
how long I had to spin that stupid sign?
Base, thank you. Bullshark's going to clip that. For what reason? I don't know. Amroy Boy for 2 says, 1 year old today, lol, after 5 days in the hospital. Well, Mega Base, tell him happy birthday. Glad to hear it, dude. The first year for your first child is definitely the hardest.
Happy birthday to that future chud.
Good luck with sleep.
Future chud. Dude, that would be a great like baby onesie outfit. Future chud. Thank you, Amroy Boy. Hunter Hunted for 5 says, had your stream on a loudspeaker. Now my neighbor acting weird. Also, what do you think of the Dirty Kid guys? They make tiny hat jokes too. Yeah, so they are in the same genre as like Garantham, right? So Garantham made a joke about how he was upset that he wasn't the #1 anti-Semite of the year, right? And he'll say that while having a video on his channel with the IDF guys joking and laughing about them blowing up like people in Gaza. And so it's like, on one hand, like I get that you're trying to appeal to chuds, but I also don't really believe you. I don't know if you're being sincere.
Yeah,
and it's like the dirty kid guys, it's like they'll say like the heckin' base thing. It's like they'll based post, right, or something. But they also like try to sell you a lot of product, which is like not very, it's like they appeal to chuds with the based posting or the vague posting.
We'll also have 12 different sponsors. So.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if you're genuine, right?
They also
judge people
frequently
on
show-
actions, not words.
They also frequently have just a random guy get naked on their videos. I don't know if you've seen those clips pop up where it's like,
Sorry,
oh, he's
what?
naked on the
What?
range. Dirty kid. They'll do that kind of shit. From what I remember.
Oh,
Yeah, they'll like drop
Yeah.
their pants or
It's
whatever.
like, yeah,
and you'll
it's
get like a
heckin'
back
funny,
shot.
dude. Naked guys at the range. We're not gay.
I don't watch this, but I'm gonna take your word.
yeah.
It's very
I
like
don't-
frat boy humor.
It
It's
is
not, I
just
wouldn't
frat
really
boy
call it
humor,
like
yeah.
alt-right or anything like that.
Strategy Branch for 10 says, rise, Trenchkov. You just need to, what you need to do actually, Jake, and this would actually make money. Okay, I'm telling you, okay, quit your day job. This will work. Whenever Trench uploads a video, which is quite often, you just do the opposite. Okay, whatever take he has, you just take the opposite. And even if he has a good take, you just steel man the opposition. Okay, that's it. That's all you do.
That sounds like
I'm
a lot
telling
of
you,
work.
it's like 15 minutes a day. He uploads 2 videos. You film 2 responses a day. You know, no intro, no outro. Just, you know, rather than being loud and obnoxious and wrong, you're just quiet, controlled, and correct. Right?
Hmm.
And you
I
just
am
do
a
that. No, I'm
hater.
serious though. This
I'm
will.
a D1. I'm a D1 hater, John, but I just don't know if I have that kind of commitment, you know. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe if Trench Grenade really makes me mad, maybe.
I'll take that job. No, I'm serious though. If you just do, like, the YouTube algorithm just wants content. That's it. That's all it wants. Okay. So if you put out minorly cogent videos responding to somebody like Trench Grenade, who already has a built-in hater audience, like you can get views and you will ride the YouTube algorithm and you will become big and it'll work for you. I guarantee you. It'll happen.
I mean, there's a reason why
TLDR.
drama videos are like the biggest videos on YouTube on average.
TLDR, put out and then ride it.
Well, Bull Shark, I'm trying to move on to the children topic. Well, sorry, to the young man topic, but Bull Shark for $20 says, throw some natty BTM for the audience. Show Trench them dogs. Well, Trench likes the dogs around his
I like
neck.
to wear one around my neck because I'm gay.
Money, this is a song of the summer shit. You know it's funny. Walk on stage with no shoes on. All I need is feet, boy, I'm too gone. Hey, Jake money, big toe money. This is a song of the summer shit. You know it's funny. Walk on stage with no shoes on. All I need is feet, boy, I'm too gone. My feet feel good, your feet where they should. Y'all just sitting in the grass with a cigarette. Jake money, big toe money. That's a bigger check. Walking in, everybody's.
Where's the full version?
As soon as I say that, like, everybody super chats it at the exact same time. Sheep Herder for 5 says, best part of Big Toe Money isn't the song or the funny editing. It's Jake staring into the camera with those dead eyes. He really embodied the OnlyFans creator persona. Yeah, maybe the dead eyes just do it for some people. Josh for another 5 says, dirty kid, Micah Mayfield, and anyone that looks like that are literally Trader Joe's cashier core. It's Portland, okay? Solidified into like a test tube. I had a whole joke script lined up for this that I lost when my hard drive committed seppuku. So I would have had a video out on that. But thank you, Josh. I agree with you. Jury Stellar for 5 says, Jake, you really should catch in and make big toe patches. Jake, another idea, okay? You could literally monetize those dogs to an insane degree.
I mean,
we're talking hundreds or thousands of dollars here. Okay, think about what you could do with that money, Jake. I'm not even joking.
Money, dude.
Buy some
I'm not
rope.
even joking, Jake.
Dude, we were talking about how much money Trench made off of like shitty PVC patches. You could do that with your toes and make a whole lot more. Come on.
Nah, man. I'm not a whore. Okay. Not a
That's what
fan of
whores
that.
say.
Zanico for 2 just says, logic. I have a clip for you too. Worry not.
I will not stop screaming until you admit I invented logic.
Thank you. Thank you, Zany. All right, finally. Stop it. Stop it, guys. Get some help. All right, let me pull this back up now. I just saw you, Sheep Herder. I'm ignoring you. FBI arrests 19-year-old white male for shitposting about Jews and Floyds on Instagram under the username Incel Revolution soon. They ask him about Elliot Rodger, then Nick Fuentes is mentioned when they're asking about his friends, asking his friend about incels.
Are you
So listen, there are so many edgy Instagram accounts that I don't remember their names. I don't recognize them. Okay. There's just a deluge of them every day. Okay. I think most Chuds For You pages are literally just people like this that are just posting schizo on Maine. Okay. It's funny. It's humorous. The edits are everywhere. Okay. I get it. However, the FBI showing up at your door at your house with your mom as a 19-year-old kid and interrogating you and then arresting you, like that's Florida for you in 2026, because Florida does actually have anti-Semitism laws on the books, as does South Dakota, where I live, which is puts me in a little bit more of a tenuous situation, I suppose. But they will.
Do I need to change
use
my
these laws
background for
against
stream?
you. No, you're fine. It's just funny.
familiar with the username Incel Revolution soon?
Yeah,
Okay, what is that?
it's just a handle I had on Instagram.
So it's your handle on Instagram?
It was. It's gone now. It's
What happened to
banned. It just got banned. It gets banned all the time.
Have you ever said anything like, "Thank everyone, that's my instincts, that's what my instincts tell me"?
I mean, I've said it before. It's just jokes.
Now, listen, okay, this is just people are being really sensitive here. Howling Mutant on X talks about raping and killing people every day. All right. But it's just jokes. These people are sarcastic, edgy boys posting things literally to get attention. Okay. It's like calling appendix carriers trans. It doesn't actually mean anything. Like when I point at the stream and I say, Donald Trump, if you can hear me, you rape Benjamin Netanyahu. Like it's clearly sarcastic. Okay.
It's absurdism.
You might have more,
exactly.
You might have more luck the other way around, though.
Stop it.
Have you talked about how all women need to be masked?
No. What?
Okay, but listen, I could just play. I probably have the Nick Fuentes clip saved where he's like, "Women need to shut up, blacks need to be imprisoned,
For the
Jews
most
should
part.
be like yeah." He'll just say all of it, right? And it's just obvious. I mean, I guess Nick is really lucky that he doesn't live in Florida, because they would absolutely use these laws against him there.
Yeah,
or really anyone, obviously, anyone that has enough influence to be noticed, they'll come after you.
Little watch watchers. What about the exact phrase? Women need,
I don't need it. I know
women
what.
need to be.
I watch all the true crime shows. I know exactly.
I don't need to hear what's your Instagram?
Wait, whoa, sorry. What is his brother saying or his friend saying? What?
What about you talk about how all women need to be masked?
No. What?
Little watch watchers. What about the exact phrase? Women need,
I don't need it. I know
women
what.
need to be.
I watch all the true crime shows. I know exactly. I don't need to hear it.
Who is saying this? Is this somebody off camera saying, "I know all women need to be killed. I watch true crime shows"? What?
Your Instagram handle was Incel Revolution soon, correct?
It's just a joke.
Okay. So did you say it or was it a joke?
I have no recollection of saying that phrase. No.
Okay. Do you ever remember hearing all Floyds?
I mean, yeah, I probably said it before.
Also, like, I get that the guy is just a kid, like he's 19 years old, which I mean, obviously is an adult, right? Of course. But when I say a kid, I mean like someone who is young and is not fully developed and is just, he's saying edgy things because it's the cool thing to do as a roidoid chud online. You know, don't talk to cops. Never talk to a cop. There's no benefit of a cop. You can never talk your way out of an arrest. You can, however, talk your way into an arrest. Just never, ever speak to a police officer. If they
Real
have
shit.
a warrant to arrest you, allow them to arrest you. They'll check you in. They'll book you in. You'll get your phone call. You'll get your lawyer. You'll get out. Okay?
The best thing that you could say is, "I don't answer questions," not another word. Just keep on saying that. I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions.
Or I mean, if you
Don't
want
talk
to
to
be
the
based, you could be
police.
like, "Can I talk to a male police officer?" And then when you get the male police officer, then you say, "Can I talk to a lawyer?" Right? If you want to be extra based and spicy, but yeah, just
there's
don't say
only
anything.
one
You
way.
do not need to talk to these people at all.
There's only one way to get out of an arrest, John.
It's with a gun.
I didn't say that.
I mean, listen, like
Use
again,
my
you
words.
cannot. If they have an arrest warrant for you, it is over. It is over. You cannot silver tongue your way
Jover.
out of it. There's multiple police officers already here. If you run, additional charges. If you interfere, additional charges. Do not talk to police officers. For the young guys out there, do not talk to police officers.
Yeah.
Okay?
As crappy as
All
the
right.
court system is, fight it in court because that's kind of where you have the best odds. So
Well, and the odds are that this will never go to trial. Never. Absolutely not. What's going to happen is a judge is going to see this, fingers crossed it's not a progressive FOID, and it's going to get dismissed, or you're going to get like community service and a misdemeanor nothing or other, right?
Oh, I said
Never
rape
talk
and
to
kill all
police officers.
Floyds. Oh shit.
Well, again, it's like, if this were truly a crime, what's the punishment? Like, I don't know, donate to a battered women's shelter, okay, and then post up outside showing them your shadow boxing skills. Like, I don't know.
Donate what, John? Donate what? Donate sperm, or what are we donating to the battered women?
Well, it could be anything. Maybe
What are they
boxing
getting
lessons, I
battered
don't
with?
know.
Whoa.
We just
Pause.
killed Dominic.
Are we talking about like pancake batter or what? My goodness.
Baby batter, pancake batter. What's the difference? Could be the same thing, honestly.
Baby batter, a women's shelter.
Well, I was going to make a joke there about baby batter. Could be a different
I believe they
connotation
call
of
that
child abuse.
Sharking, is that correct?
Battered babies? What?
Battered. Oh dear. Yes, this is in Florida.
far.
Florida is like heckin' cringe. Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Just don't live in Florida. I mean,
One nuke
like
for every Floyd.
He's getting arrested. Get him, officer.
Yeah.
Foids.
I mean, yeah, I probably said it before.
Can you explain what a foid is?
It's just female humanoid. That's what it means. It's just a men term.
Okay.
It's all just
Watch
posting. It's all
Yeah,
posting.
you might be thinking in your head that it's a joke, but it's not a joke.
It is a joke.
What about the like?
Definitionally
What
a
about,
joke.
Yeah, imagine your mother standing next to you and you say, "I'm just joking about something you posted online," and she's sabotaging you as you're getting talked to by police.
Yeah, it is a joke.
Nagging Floyd syndrome.
Yes, officer, I actually believe that. I actually genuinely believe I can annihilate 50% of the population, myself only.
No, he should look her dead in the eyes. Obviously, don't do this. This is a joke, okay? This is a joke. But yes, I do mean to rape and kill all Floyds. And if my calculations are correct, you are a Floyd. Prepare to be raped and killed. It's like, I don't know if he actually means that.
the phrase "I'm going to commit mass murder before I."
I've never said that. Not that I know of.
I hope you didn't say that, Lou.
What?
What she just said. Have you said stuff
Show
like
me the
that?
proof. Show me I've said these things.
Have you said that you wanted to?
I mean, sure, I've said it before. Doesn't
Joking
mean
around,
anything.
just-
Everyone said they.
Shut up. Yeah, I'm getting pissed at the mom now. It's like, this is your son.
This is
No
your
father
child,
around.
and you
I
are
can see why
trying to
there's
get
no
him.
father around, but geez, shut up. Again, at no point can the mom, even if the mom is like trying to help her son in some way, like she thinks she is, it's never going to happen. Okay. Never, ever going to happen. And like, I know, like, I love my mom. My mom's a great mom. I love my dad. Okay. If I ever got arrested when I was with my parents, I would just tell them, do not speak. You're not going to help me. Anything you say is going to be held against me. Just be quiet. Literally, just be quiet. And I know it would be difficult, okay, because parents love to speak. They love to, defend their children, and they'll say all sorts of silly things in order to, what they think in their head is going to help. Just don't speak. Don't say anything. Nothing at all. Nothing you can
He's a
possibly
great
say will help
kid.
me. Just be
He
quiet.
loves Israel. He has a picture of Benjamin Netanyahu on his door. He just bought plane tickets to go to
Everything.
Israel.
Everyone's had thoughts of that before.
The special agent explains her concerns that Luke may still be harboring these ideations, but he assures everyone that he's not.
I know, well, his friends or whoever he talks to
Oh,
online, they all
stop
kind
it.
of joke with stupid lingo
Stop
like
it.
that. But he's never.
Yeah. Listen, there are First Amendment protected rights. Absolutely. We care about those, but we also care about written threats, and that's where things are not protected.
To be an actual written threat, it needs to have the possibility of actually happening, right? It needs to have specificity in terms of what, where, when, and how, and possible motives and stuff like that. Like, it needs to be rather explicit, right? If I say I'm going to drop a nuclear device on Tel Aviv tomorrow, even if it's a specific time and location, I don't have the possibility of dropping a nuke on Tel Aviv, right? It's not like it's
If
not a real
only.
threat. It's
Well, I
meaningless.
mean-
it's meaningless, right? It's nothing. It's nothing.
South Dakota and Florida, that might.
Those are not protected rights. Yeah. So making written threats online is a federal felony. So what about something like total Jew now bring it forth? It will happen to you, brother. It's all falling into place. Oh, Lord. Do you ever remember saying anything like that?
All right, let me replay that.
What about something like total Jew now bring it forth? It will happen to you, brother. It's all falling into place.
I know that in this chat alone, I've seen TJD and TKD like 20 times minimum. There it is again. Here it comes another like 20 times. All right. It's just a thing people say, you know, and especially on Instagram, like the TND memes are so funny, like the TND jump scares, right? Where it's something else completely unrelated and then it just goes to something. Actually, I probably have a meme for this.
Cute
Let me see if I
anime
can find
girl
this meme.
dancing with like soft music, and it's like very low, so you got to turn up your volume all the way.
Yeah.
I've seen them type that in chat
Lord.
over
Do you ever
1,000
remember
times,
saying
Sean.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
anything like that?
I've seen me type that in chat, but I was just hitting my keyboard. I didn't mean to. I was just smashing keyboard. But
Dude, that's actually a good bit. Owen Benjamin, right? Because Owen Benjamin is like a quarter Jewish, I want to say, on his dad's side. So it technically doesn't count, right? Because it's not matrilineal.
Does the quarter still have the ridges?
Oh, that's another good joke. There is a really good bit here about having the inverse of Owen. So it's like somebody, instead of 25% Jewish, he's the other 75% on his mother's side, and he's like really gay and annoying the entire time. So there could be a really good bit about Owen Benjamin versus Owen Benjamin.
I know.
This particular conversation took place between Luke and another Instagram user by the name Sea Salty Man, who sent Luke what police describe as an anti-Jewish video.
Okay, see, this is a problem, guys. We need to talk about this. I answer every Instagram DM that I get, every single one of them.
I'm sorry.
And I have 50 to 100 people that message me all the time.
I'm messaging you right now.
And they send me memes all the time. And some of them could certainly be considered to be anti-Jewish. So is somebody just sending me a meme going to get me arrested? Like, what is going on here? Yeah, Cody's like, I would never, huh? Yeah, Cody? And actually, it's several people named Cody. And
John,
listen,
I think
it's
as
funny. I think it's hilarious. And I genuinely appreciate people going out of their way to send me things that they appreciate, that they find funny. Okay, but if that's going to be used against me at some future case, it's like he hearted to pick a meme that somebody sent him on Instagram on July 4th, 2025 of I don't know, 1488 posting or something like that. He's a literal Nazi.
I think as long as you don't like 100 emoji react to it, you're probably safe.
Yeah, you got to respond, throw up emoji, cover your bases.
Yeah.
Traced the account to Luke's 19-year-old close friend, who they later questioned about the messages.
I have a very certain opinion on Jewish people. Now, it's
You're
not
allowed to have.
which is not all of Jewish people. It's just people that.
Okay, what 19-year-old chuds? Shut up. Like, listen, it's not going to help you. Okay, explaining the JQ to a police officer that is sent to interview you, it's not a great idea. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help your friend. Okay, I'm just going to be real with you, dog. Do not explain it to them.
Not just a police officer. In your own words, a Foyd police officer.
Dude, her saying which you're allowed to have is just like bait. She's just trying to get him
of course,
to say something,
It's okay,
anything.
tell me more.
Cops
she can
will
hold
lie
him
to
for.
you.
Wow, that's like hecking interesting. Could you say that into
You
the
know,
mic like we're James O'Keefe, you know?
she's
That's
like,
crazy. Anyways, where's Trump going to be the next 2 weeks? That's crazy.
She said, I kind of feel that way too. Can you tell me more about it? Do you guys have meetings?
Rest in peace, Zadiko. You liked too many memes.
Messages.
I have a very certain opinion on Jewish people. Now, it's
You're
not,
allowed to have.
which it's not all Jewish people. It's just people that still happen to be Jewish that do evil things.
I love how, like, again, he's 19 years old. He's like, I don't even know how to describe it. He's JQ posting, but like really nicely. You know, I just have a certain opinion of Jewish people. It's like, that's all right, you know?
After Sea Salty Man sent the video, Luke replied, I don't hate them enough. I need more hate, more hatred. Total Jewish. Now, bring it forth. Sea Salty Man responded, I'm done with it. Let's start the revolution. To which Luke replied, it will happen soon, brother.
Soon, brother.
Inshallah, brother.
Inshallah, brother. Soon, brother. May I have some TJD, brother? Please.
TJD shall happen soon, brother.
Alhamdulillah, brother.
It's just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there are stuff that is are things that are very serious.
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak for him in that.
Mhm.
That's just not something I keep up with.
Sure.
In any sense, like, you know, that's just.
And again, it's a mildly like awkward guy, like trying to explain his online rhetoric versus he's obviously like a little awkward talking to the Floyd police officer. But again, just stop speaking. Stop speaking. Do not do this. This is retarded. Stop it.
Really don't even know what to put that. I just don't think about it often.
Mhm.
Luke knows if I said it.
Oh my gosh, watch your mouth, Luke. Do you know who Elliot Rodger is?
Yes, of course I know who he is.
What is he known for? Elliot Rodger.
He was a guy that couldn't find love, and then he went and shot up a place.
In May of 2014,
Elliot Rodger, sorry, True Cell confirmed.
Elliot Rodger murdered 6 people and injured 14 others. Before the attack, he uploaded a video to YouTube in which he said he wanted to punish women for rejecting him and expressed resentment toward men. He's cited as an influence on several perpetrators of subsequent mass attacks.
So because this guy is incel real tactical actual or something like that, they're saying, listen, are you an incel? You're like heckin' Elliot Rodgers, and he was an incel just like you. And we believe you are about to commit a heckin' mass violence because you post edgy memes online. It's like, I don't know, dude. Like, how many people in America post edgy memes? 10 million? 20 million?
Definitely 6 million.
That number is debated. Okay, there's some different historical context we can look into, Gopnik. I think 6 million is crazy.
You mentioned incel in your username. What is
Yeah, it was
what's
a
an
joke.
incel?
Involuntary celibate.
Okay, so that's what Elliot Rodger was. Is that
Sure.
correct to say?
Yeah, they're tying it together. So he was an incel, you're an incel, therefore the
You
transitive
support-
properties of inceldom, you are about to shoot up a school because you hate Foids. All right. All right.
Sea Salty Man was also later asked about this particular subject, where the agent went into further detail.
What do you know about incels?
I just know it's a kind of people. I don't know. I honestly couldn't even give you like a detail
So
for
you
what
know
it is.
they-
I don't know what it is, honestly. I just know it's a term that gets used online. People like Nick Fuentes, if you know who that is, get called like incels and stuff. It's just something like, sorry, I'm
Like, listen, I'm a fake cell. Okay. I'm married. I have kids. So I don't really identify with the incels. But people use incels as a put down, and it's not. It's a condition that men and some women to a lesser degree as well go through, where it is just a state of society. Okay. And it's truly sad for some of you guys out there who want to find love, who want to find companionship and can't because the way that the modern world is structured and stacked against you. Okay. So people might call you an incel as a slur, but I truly feel your pain as a fake cell myself.
it's like involuntary celibate.
The concern is that a lot of your statements that you're making are very similar to what Elliot Rodger believed and did.
Really?
Yes.
Luke, you know he knows that. It's not.
What?
Why would you?
No, Kodiak, it's not a skill issue. No, there's truly a lower propensity of women worth exerting over than there has been in the past. Like I think that, and that goes both ways, really. It's like men are at their lowest potential in probably all of human history, and women have devalued themselves through their own actions and beliefs. So I don't think it's merely a skill issue. I think there's a lot more going on out there.
Even you know exactly what you're talking about. I don't
It's
even
not
know who it is.
me. There's multiple people on Instagram, thousands of people that call themselves incel revolution soon. Oh, I'm a true cell. Everyone says that.
But some of the stuff you're saying is not.
Who cares? They say it too. Do they show up? Do you show up at their houses and interrogate them?
Who is that?
And anybody.
Today
I
I'm
don't care if
concerned
you're
about
talking about me. I mean, I want to know if you do this to other people. You go to other people's houses and harass them like this.
If there are
Over obvious jokes.
if there
Who reported me? Like,
what
who
makes
reported
it
me?
what
This
makes
is
it
On the,
obvious.
yeah, but you put it on the
We're
internet.
FBI. They
Nobody
can
could have
see
reported
anything.
me.
Luke,
Also, a little pro tip: if they're not just local police, but if you're interviewed by the FBI, you need to doubly not talk, because I believe it's the FBI, federal law enforcement. Lying to them is a crime, and you can get in trouble for that, even if whatever complaint that they're talking about you for ends up getting disproven. That in and of itself is a crime. So, and that could be like misremembering a date. That could be like getting somebody's name wrong, a place wrong. So it is imperative that if you're talking to feds, you shut up. You must shut up. Your loved ones must shut up. Because here's the thing. Like, if the feds come and arrest me, and then they talk to my wife, and then she inadvertently, they twist her up, and then she tells a lie, right? Or some sort of incorrect information. And then they come after her, and they're like, well, listen, John, we just need you to like admit to what these charges are, and then, you know, we'll drop the charges on your wife or something like that, right? They will absolutely use your loved ones against you. Okay? So you need to shut up. Your loved ones need to shut up. Everyone needs to shut up until a lawyer gets involved. Okay. As crappy as that is, you just got to sit through the process, sit through the punishment. Yeah, you're going to get booked. Yeah, you're going to get your mugshot taken, and you're just going to shut up until you talk to a lawyer. All right.
But in the best case scenario, what you do with that is you be super shaky, have your eyes dart around all over the place, and then casually lock onto their service weapon.
Yeah, just zone in, pupils dilate, you know, and you're like, you raise your hands to your chest and you slowly start leaning forward.
Licking your lips profusely.
Just
I'm normal, sir.
This can't be admitted. I just downed a bottle.
Just start muttering like, this one's for Hitler.
That's when they knock on the door and they say, "Hey, we'd like to have a word with you." You just say, "Incel chuds don't talk to feds."
Yeah, there you
Walk
go.
away, slam the door.
Kill the Jews.
Yeah, pull out a chain that says chud. It's like, you see this? This means I'm a chud. Chuds don't talk to feds.
My name is Nate Higgers, and I hate. Whoa.
when you put it out
Who would have
there,
reported me? My own friends, they're the only ones that see things.
well, people, whoever
How would they even know who
if
I
it's out
were?
on the internet, anybody can see it.
No. I mean, it shows you on
It's
Instagram
not a
who
joke.
views your post.
They have access to everything.
Yeah, because they're terrorists
Watch
that have
your
access
mouth.
and
Look
spy on people with the Patriot Act.
Okay.
You need to watch
Based.
yourself.
I don't care. I
what do
can
you-
say all of this. This is free speech.
Not in Florida.
Unfortunately not. Not in Florida. Yeah, that could be a crime, hopefully. So
Yeah, it's wise to actually not use your freedom of speech when you're engaging with officers.
yeah.
Like, just don't
It's the one
utilize
time
that
where
one.
they
Shut up. Don't talk. They do not have your best interests in mind. They do not care that you're an American. They don't care about any of that. They are searching for convictions to pad their record. Doesn't
Shit, I
matter.
gotta get to
Don't
bed like
say
an hour
shit.
ago.
Never say shit.
basically. All right. Well, we're gonna get to a little bit of rage bait, and then we're just gonna get out of here for the night. And I will attempt to save my voice for tomorrow's stream. So we'll save some stuff. But this one is one of the ones that I really wanted to talk about, because this one One, it's extremely aggravating and enraging on a multitude of levels, but you just need to train your, especially the fathers out there in chat, you need to train your daughters to hopefully, in the first place, just not be in this situation. But number two, to get away from these types of people, because there is no benefit one way or the other to interact with these people unless you want your daughters beaten, raped, abused, whatever it might be. In this case, hopefully alive, but attempted murder is what I would call this. A 14-year-old, 14 years old, too. How young these people, quote unquote, start their violent activities is disturbing. Like, this is like what, first year in high school? 14 years old?
Nah, dude, we all know. He had a stressful day at MIT, man.
You think this guy made it to high school?
Well, how high does special ed go, dude? I don't know.
No, he's been held back so many times. He's still in elementary. Okay.
That's fair. They held him back for sports, don't you know? For sports. A 14-year-old violent felon has been arrested in New York City after he asked a 15-year-old girl for her phone number and she declined to give it to him. In response, he picked her up, slammed her on the concrete, then attempted to kill her by stamping on her head. The innocent girl is reportedly alive and in the hospital, which again, as sad and as dark as that sounds, is the lucky outcome to be alive. So it seems like a normal-ish interaction, I guess. Somebody asking for your number. Like, I don't know. I'm not a Foyd. I don't know if that's a normal interaction at 15 years old, but this man significantly taller than her, wearing a mask, creepy AF, other external reasons why I would not want to interact with him, of course. She says no. Her friend.
He's got black nasty J's on. What the fuck? Red flag is up, dude. Holy shit.
Now, I'm not sure if this torta on the right is her friend or if they were just walking side by side somewhere, but this guy gets in front of her on the crosswalk, asks for the number.
Smack the shit out of you right now, right?
Do it.
No, you stand right here.
He's being hella aggressive, and he's got one of his groid friends there recording this whole thing. This almost seems like pre-planned. Like, yo, if this bitch don't give me her number, I'm finna show her. So record this. It's like, or maybe he was trying to record it as like, this is how you pick up girls. And then when it went wrong, his ego was damaged. And so he had to take it out on her.
This is part of reparations, guys.
Hey guys, part one of picking up girls. I'll show you just how easy it is.
Well, he did pick her up. He did pick her up. That part is actually true.
All right?
Do it.
No, you stand right here. No, you stand right here. You stand right here.
Oh no, she got your pussy.
Let's go to word?
And that was kick skull on pavement because his ego got mildly bruised. And that
people,
that should be a death penalty. So not only you can tell after the first slam that she is completely out of it, whether she just got the wind knocked out of her or she actually did hit her head, but then a follow-up stomp. Again, attempted murder. I would prefer there be an expedient solution to your crimes, all right? Justice should be quick and final.
Yep.
Yeah, the what age do we become dangerous meme is like 8 years old. That is, if you look at the crime spike, it is actually 8 years old. And again, that is somebody's 15-year-old daughter on her way home from school, just at a crosswalk, gets accosted by some individual and rightfully declines him because of the nature of this individual. And then he attempts to kill her at 14 years old, allegedly. And there's you can hear what I also hate is whatever other groid is recording this is like laughing and be like, oh, that pussy, she, man, you can go get it, laughing as he's following her. because he knows what happened. He got denied, so he has to, he has to get his respect. No Floyd is going to disrespect me. And so, yeah, the only thing he can think to do in his mind is to attempt to kill her, which apparently seemed reasonable to him.
I don't think there's much thinking going on in that mind.
Well, let's see here. Perhaps the mother can elucidate us on his mental state at the time of the attempted murder.
Probably
so reportedly, yeah, probably not. Reportedly, the mother of the NYC violent felon who tried to kill a 15-year-old girl by body slamming her into the pavement, then attempting to cave in her skull with his boot, claiming her son is the victim here. Of course, Dad couldn't make it to the court hearing. Plan accordingly.
Stumped on her head.
She's been a bully to him. That's it.
She's been a bully to him.
Yes, from in the classroom of the classes what they have, and some messages what I sent to his phone from her. We learned she's been a bully to him and pushed him down, and he fell.
So then he picks her up.
Allergic to responsibility. If at all possible, don't live around blacks.
This self-righteousness and like the attitude of the mother here. Just look at how like happy she is almost in a way here with her body language.
Is what I sent to his phone from her. We learned she's been a bully to him and pushed him down, and he fell.
So then he picks her up because of that and stomps on her head. That justifies that?
No, they were what I learned is like they were friends. They're not friends overall in general, but they go to the same school. You understand?
Yeah.
That would show that she's bullying him.
Yeah, we have it. It's online.
Do you know the name? What do you mean it's online? Online where?
You know her name? I'm not allowed to give
Was he trying to get her phone number? Was he trying to
No,
date her?
He has her number. She's on Instagram. She's on WhatsApp sending messages. And trifling him.
So where are the texts
I
that we
have
can
them.
see them? Where can we see the text? Okay, but where are the texts online?
Go on WhatsApp.
It's a very shows you sort of demeanor she's pulling.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
Like
just look at her smile. She's almost like self-righteous and like, yeah, my boy was defending himself because she's
I deserve thing.
This 15-year-old girl was a bully. Now, I don't deny the ability of young women to be vicious and brutal and to be, use mockery and social exclusion as a weapon, for sure, right? But attempted murder is not the correct response, even if I grant the position that she was mean to her son online, which I see no evidence of that, so I don't need to take her side in that at all. I do see the evidence of her animal son attempting to murder this 15-year-old girl. And adding nothing of value to society. So, and to keep in mind that we pay for these people's, I'm sure, whatever welfare they happen to be on, their public schools, their EBT, their healthcare. You and I are contributing to that. So this is a at gunpoint theft from me and you to subsidize this type of living.
Your tax dollars go to people raping and killing your daughters and sons.
Boys, I do not mean to interrupt. I really do have to get going though.
Have a great night, Gobnick. Appreciate you, sir. Have a great one. Appreciate you coming on.
Goes out to y'all.
God bless.
All right. So later, dude.
Reach for the officer's service weapon.
Based. All right. Well, you did say killing and raping your daughters, but what about eating your daughters? Have you thought about that one as a possible benefit to Indian immigration? 24-year-old foreign savage, military-age male, and a legal invader from India, Atharva Vyas, whatever, dude, randomly, brutally attacks a mother and her 3-year-old daughter in San Antonio. I have a 3-year-old daughter. And Texas, just a shithole, like the place where these people come from. During the attack, he attempted to eat the little girl's face. 3-year-old daughter. Huh. That's not a misprint. He attempted to eat her alive while she screamed in legitimate fear for her life. We don't have to live like this. Plan accordingly.
A random attack at a Southside park over the weekend has a San Antonio mother in shock. Her
Random attack.
Random attack.
It's always the same perpetrators, but it's a random attack.
Recovering tonight from wounds from a total stranger. It all happened Saturday at a spotted park while Gabriela Perez and her family were fishing. That's when a man appeared out of the woods and began punching Perez and grabbing her by the hair, causing her to drop her daughter. That's when it is said the attacker started biting the little girl's face. Perez says it was a scene out of a horror movie.
I think whenever he was like, everybody was already there, I got up and I was like, this is a zombie movie. Like, what the heck?
Villas was tackled by onlookers and held until police arrived. He is charged with injury to a child with intent to cause bodily injury.
Listen, all right, the justice system has failed everyone in this situation. The immigration system has failed everyone in this situation. We as a people need to understand that in order to rectify this situation, the people need to be given the chains, be given the the levers of power here. So if you see a immigrant of whatever descent they might be eating the face of a child, I think it is your moral imperative as a good citizen to not burden the legal system with their existence. And in fact, I would say that it's simply self-defense to remove a parasite like this from existence. We don't need the courts to sort this one out. Just restrain him expediently and then eliminate. I think that that is the proper outcome. See, obviously, like I have a 3-year-old daughter, so this matters a lot to me. The thought of my wife and daughter getting attacked while I'm out and about is horrifying, right? If I'm not there to protect them. There is a slight part of me, and I don't know how, Jake, you also have a daughter. I don't know how you feel about this, but there's a part of me that's like, I wish it was me so that I could just kill them, right? And make sure that this never happens to anybody else. Like, because if I was there, I would just kill them. And it makes it simpler. There's no, justice trial progressive judge to get him off. It's like, no, he's just dead, and doesn't happen to anybody else, and really has a chilling effect, right? If these people met immediate justice, public execution, there would be a chilling effect on, oh shoot, maybe us retards should stop acting like this, otherwise that's going to be us next.
I mean, most of the time, if these individuals see the child in question is with like a man who doesn't look like an absolute faggot, they usually just don't engage. Like I don't think you can really estimate how many assaults or murders or whatever have been prevented by a father being present,
Well, yeah, of course. These people would
look for victims.
You think they're attacking the 6'2" Chad with his daughter? No, they're attacking Abuela and her daughter that are up because they're easy targets.
Yeah. And this is why I give people really mean looks whenever I'm in public with my child constantly. I want them to know that I don't like them, especially if they look at me or my child. And I think it's your duty as a father to gun these people down if they attempt to harm your child, or you got to do that. You got to carry a gun all the time, even if you're not a dad. Do it.
And you should appendix carry because it's the fastest and most secure.
Appendix carry, yeah. The justice system does not do their job. The police take too long to show up. It's like the fucking phrase, oh, you're your own first responder, but you kind of are. You need to be there. You need to be ready. And don't make stupid excuses. These people should not exist. Anybody who tries something like this should instantly be deleted. Back in the old days, they just hang them in the town, like on the main drag of the town, put a sign on them or whatever. They don't do that anymore. They charge them with what? What was it?
Attempting to hurt a child?
Attempting to hurt a child.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Attempting to hurt a child. No.
Double attempted murder. Everybody saw you do it. Too bad, so sad. You're dead now. Is what the response should
Yeah.
be.
I think we live in a society that has failed us, and you're in yeah. In most states, guys, and this is not legal advice, but in most states, at that moment, you are 100% perfectly justified to completely empty your magazine into that man. So
Now,
just consider that.
To reinforce the idea that the justice system has completely and totally failed at its job of protecting the citizens and enforcing law, the naked man, I'll let you figure out his ethnicity in just a moment, naked man who beat a delivery driver to death with firewood he was delivering, found not guilty by reason of insanity. That's crazy. He could order delivery and he could have welfare and EBT. He wasn't too insane for that.
Yeah.
But to be found accountable for his actions, actually not guilty. Scotty Jackson was delivering firewood to a home in Fort Worth, Texas, when a naked man, Cristantis Omandi, approached the driver and homeowner. Omandi claimed the house was his and that Jackson and the homeowner needed to leave. The homeowner told police, "The naked man is 3 inches from my face, holding a key at me, yelling at me that I was on his property. He never wants to see me again and I should leave." Jackson then reportedly told Omandi that it was not his house. Omandi then shoved the homeowner and hit Jackson with a piece of wood repeatedly before chasing the homeowner back inside and returning to beat Jackson to death. So he incapacitates one, chases the homeowner back inside, and just this naked animal, this literal ape,
Yeah.
goes back and just beats the guy to the death with a 2x4.
I'm sorry, if your name is not like European, you probably just shouldn't be here.
Correct.
If you have a name, if you have some Star Wars name, you belong in the cantina on Tatooine.
Tatooine, if your
Yeah.
name looks like you should be on Tatooine, we should ship you to a place like Tatooine.
We should use one of Elon Musk's rockets and send you into
True.
space.
Well, you're actually going to be our moon-based biofuel. Mental evaluation report declared Omandi was legally insane during the attack. Omandi will now be transferred from a jail to a state mental hospital. Casey DeLeon Jackson's daughter said, "I heard that the mental hospital is a lot worse than jail, and so that kind of brings me some comfort." I don't know if that's true or not.
No.
But then I hear he has the potential to have outpatient, and that kind of scares me.
Myself crying.
Yeah. Mr. Omandi here, and here is Jackson's daughter, which is just tragic that this guy, delivery driver. I was a delivery driver for a while. This daughter is deprived of having a father in her life because of Star Wars thing on the left.
Crying every single time just because I was a daddy's girl.
For Casey De Leon, the loss still doesn't feel real. 2 years ago, her father, Scotty Jackson, was delivering firewood to a home in Fort Worth. When the homeowner came out to help, a naked 27-year-old Cristantis Omandi attacked both. He beat Jackson to death with the same firewood he was delivering.
It's like the heartbreak is like constantly there. Like you're just waiting for him to like come through the door to call you, because he called me a million times a day. So not having him, it was heartbreak.
But that pain has turned into anger. Tuesday, a Tarrant County judge found Omandi not guilty by reason of insanity.
I'm angry. I feel like it's not fair. At the end of the day, whether he was sane or not, his hands still have blood on them.
In what world is insanity for murder? What does it matter? Justice has to be paid because you murdered someone in cold blood. I mean, it's not like I don't even know. It's not an accidental death, right? If you're like mentally impaired and you like you're a retard and you're just walking around and like you accidentally knock something over that kills somebody, totally different scenario, right?
Yeah.
It's like accidental, not intentional. It's still manslaughter. You're still going to be punished in some way. You go to retard jail. I don't know what that's like. But this guy, intentionally murdered this guy, beat him to death with a 2x4, plywood, whatever it was.
I accidentally beat this guy to death with some firewood.
The
Trust
only
me.
use for these people is to be turned into grease for industrial machinery.
Yeah, biomass, biofuel.
You
Send
know,
them to we have a new type of reactor. It's not coal. It's
Send
not
them to the
nuclear. It's browns.
They can just go
Send
to
them
the moon
brown
base.
reactor.
Guilty by
No.
reason of insanity acquittal can be hard to prove and even harder to understand. Russell Wilson is a former prosecutor not involved in the case.
It's very difficult and it's very rare to actually prove insanity. It's not the violence.
It seems to happen a lot when it's black on white violence. They seem to get away with the insanity plea when it's black on white. You can stab Arena in the neck multiple times, walk up to a camera and say, I got that white bitch. And it's like, mentally insane. Can't stand trial. Mentally incompetent. Now, fortunately, federal prosecutors are still going to have their way with him, hopefully. But it just seems to happen. It just seems to let violent apes off. That seems to be the point of the insanity plea. It's not actually insane people. Because, of course, they were competent to get welfare. They were competent to get health care. They were competent to come here, right, in the first place. Stand trial for your murder? I don't know about that one, though.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, lawfare. It's like not even just like lawfare. Anarcho-tyranny is what it is. It's just letting a certain group of people off and punishing others and just weaponizing the law against people that you don't like.
Yeah. Crack has it right. The justice system is just willfully conflating insanity with low IQ evil behavior. Yeah, that's all it is. Insanity just means low IQ, which means brown, right? That's all it is. Let me consult the racial IQ heat map. All right.
I'm firmly in the camp of execute retards. If they do evil things, we should just kill retards because
yes,
they should. I mean, like if you're that bad, if you're capable of such evil and you allegedly can't control yourself, it's like a double whammy. Like, no, thank you, sir. Sorry, you're out of here.
We call people evil ass retards all the time, but this guy actually is the embodiment of evil ass retard.
Yes.
How about another heckin' wholesome story, shall we? As we're on the hate brigade. What the hell is wrong with this generation? A 15-year-old demon named Mulatto Malakaya Harris allegedly stabbed 13-year-old girl Savannah Copeland 93 times on a trail near Knoxville, Tennessee. She's out and about. She's enjoying the great outdoors as the white right to existence. And Mulatto Malakaya Harris says no thanks, stabs her 93 times. Maybe she denied him. We don't know, right? Honestly, maybe she had it coming if that's the case. You can't be disrespecting no black kings out there, okay? Then bragged that it was his quote-unquote first body. She wasn't a threat. She was just a kid. His screaming self-defense while they charged him as an adult for first-degree murder. Beautiful, autistic 13-year-old girl and her entire future slaughtered in cold blood. Her family is shattered. How are kids this young moving like psychopaths? What type of kids? Like it's what type of kids?
It's only ever one type.
Yeah. Do you guys remember that there was that UK stabbing, very famous case, right? And it was, of course, perpetrated by a black kid who stabbed a bunch of his classmates. However, in the Netflix special, they made him white.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, those dang pesky white kids shoving rocks in those kids' mouth and then raping them. Those dang pesky white kids. Problem. Yeah, they tell you men are the problem, just not what type of men. Here's another one. This happened last week. Marco Lee, 17, who has a lengthy criminal record at fucking 17 years old. Dude, at 17 years old, I was running summer camps with kids as a camp counselor. I was, playing on my
playing Call of Duty and eating pizza bites.
Yeah, I was playing Halo 3 on the Xbox and having, Friday night hangouts with the boys. I was not having a lengthy criminal history at 17 years old. Shot and killed 17-year-old Martha Odom, who was an accomplished ballet dancer just weeks. Yeah, again, it's like world's worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. We get Le Negro and we lose talented young ballet dancer. Why? Why do we live like this? Why do we allow this? At least 5 other Americans were shot by Mr. Lee in the violent rampage.
with when we engage in those kinds of policies. And I'm asking the legislature to go back and look at the laws. In fact, people that go into common places and decide to engage in that kind of violence, we should put them away for life.
No.
I'm done with them. It doesn't matter how old they are. Somebody has failed. It's not the government's job to raise these people. It's common sense not to go into a public space with a gun and start shooting around blindly. We got 18,000 acres at Angola. If it's up to me, I'd send them all there for the rest of their lives. Next.
I mean, he's right, at least in terms of his intuition of going harder on criminals, of course. Of course. We need to punish these people to the fullest extent of the law, but fixing America is such a problematic proposition, right? Purely because of the volume of problems we have here. And by problems, I mean like 100 million people. Like, it is staggering the amount of force it will take to just remove the blemishes from our society, right? Like the path to the utopia is often covered in blood, whether it's, you know, the communist utopia or the other side, right? And so
give me, I don't know,
or the way down the center is just this until we're just Brazil, right? There's no real rule of law unless you're an elite.
Yeah, give me about 10 million Acme anvils that I could just drop at the snap of a finger and just crush these people.
True. All right, I will get the fun started for 10 million Acme hammers.
The whole idea that, like, the whole argument of saying, "Oh, I want these people sent to prison for the rest of their lives,"
then we still have to pay for it.
That's how we ended up in this mess. It's just like half-hearted, weak thing. It's like, "Oh, I'm really frustrated. You're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life." No, dude, that's not how we as a just society, if we were one, should be handling this kind of stuff. It's ridiculous. And I feel like
that's how
that
adverse we are to
argumentation,
justice, and that's by design. Like, not to call up my Catholic bros, but when the Pope continuously goes on diatribes against the death penalty, when in multiple papal bulls and encyclicals the death penalty has been allowed, and like canonically, what's the word I'm looking for? Been the proper execution of justice, right?
It's
The
been
rightful execution of
doctrine
justice
in past.
Yeah, I mean, it's a contradiction, just blatantly, of past Catholic teachings.
I think there was
and
a
it's
pope
going
who
to
actually
lead to
executed people.
It's going to lead, well, that too. It's going to lead to mass incarceration, or not, where our prisons cannot handle the which our prisons can't, right? Our prisons cannot handle the volume of people that need to be in there, and that leads to people getting out early and being released, or just not serving prison time at all, right? That's all that it leads to. Okay, there needs to be a reduction of the simultaneously. There needs to be infinitely more people in prison and infinite people not in prison.
We need to kill like 2% of the people in America, unfortunately. But like, that's kind of how it needs to go with the current stats of how shit is.
Yeah.
That's a starting number.
It honestly makes me think that they get some kind of like financial incentive from sending these people to mental institutions.
I mean, there's been cases in the past where they literally do.
Yeah.
Where they are invested. I remember this one case, it was a while ago. I wouldn't be able to find it if I tried. But there was this judge who kept on diverting people to like some sort of facility that they were involved in and like on the board of directors of. And they were getting direct kickbacks from all of the people that were getting sent there, that they were sending there.
Yep. I mean, that is how corrupt and ripe for abuse our system is. And at every level, you know, we at the highest level, Congress, Senate, politicians, obviously the system is rigged for them. Obviously insider trading and everything else under the sun. That's obviously happening. Down to like sergeants in the military, right? Everybody is leveraging their position to make as much money as possible. The amount of scams that we've seen, whether it's autism centers, whether it's daycare centers, whether it's healthcare, whether it's EBT, it's all scamming the American public of their money, all of it. And it's
Here's
all built
something-
off of the backs of the middle class, while at the same time taxing them to a level where they're disincentivized to own homes, to have children, to have families. Like, they're not even physically capable of having that, right? They make it so difficult for the middle class while subsidizing animals like this. And that's by design. I would argue it's by design to keep the proper birth rate low so that they can replace them with people like this who are too retarded to go against whatever their worldly designs are. Speaking of replacement, though, you guys like the new Lord of the Rings reboot? We have the first images of the new Mouth of Sauron, which I just love the headline here. Just very typical of the UK these days. Migrant rapist was on run for murder. Monster arrived illegally on a dinghy. Of course, 2 other rapists were on the same boat. Just, rapists of a feather float together, something like that. And this is from Rupert Lowe, of course, who is running for Restore Britain, just smiling at his arrest while he's covered to protect his dignity or something like that. Just needs to be executed. Publicly executed. Get rid of these people. No value to any society, let alone ours in the West. And you can just be done with.
Is that the Mouth of Sauron?
Well, yeah, that's the new 2026 reboot of Lord of the Rings: Mouth of Sauron. Yeah, Catholic is the second largest NGOs for importing migrants into the West. It's all funded by the Catholic and the Vatican. You don't have to like that. It's just true. Lutherans are really terrible about it as well. Lutherans. Anyways, just we'll end on something funny, shall we? Masked mannequin scares car burglars, which led to shooting. So this is some young gentlemen, some young scholars into Hood, and they encounter a mannequin in a car, which scares them to the point where they, hooping and hollering, making their napping noises, and they discharge their firearms many times into their truck.
He gets broken into constantly, like all the time. So I was just kind of getting tired of it, but it backfired, obviously.
The fact that he had the mannequin in his car to deter people from breaking into his car, but instead of just walking away, they just shoot at it that many times, and it could have been him in there. Like, that's terrifying.
They would have killed him because there were bullets that went through the back of the seat.
Now, John, you can tell here that those were defensive shots.
By the cadence.
Yes, the good goated reference. Yes. Don't live around these people. Like, I know that it sucks, and some of you guys have lived in these places for, generations or hundreds of years. Like, I know some people that have been like, my family's been in this area since the 17th century, pre United States, right? That's where they've been. That's where they settled when they came over. When we conquered this country, when we settled this country, when we created this nation. And they don't want to leave just because it's been overrun with ethnics. But I mean, listen, for the safety of you and your family, like, they not only, of course, they shot up the truck, but you were ostensibly in the house or apartment complex next to it. Like, they could have still hit you or your child or your wife or somebody else while you're there. Like, you just can't live around these people.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
What's
like,
the Fuentes clip where it's like, it would be irresponsible to live around these people?
It is. It's 100% irresponsible to live
And
around
it
these
is.
people. I can't take my wife and kids out and about and be around these types of people. Like, why would I? It's awful. Like, I'm afraid of, like, if I ever go anywhere, it's like, well, what if they break into the house while I'm not there and I have a wife and 3 kids at home? It's just, it puts my family in danger, and I shouldn't ever do that. And so I should work very hard to not be around these types of people. I mean, there's another part of me where it's like this would have been like a really based decoy, right? So imagine putting the mannequin in the car, right? You know that the car gets broken into all the time because the droids just do the same thing over and over and over again. So you're just posted up, waiting for them to show up at your truck to rob it, and then you take out the whole gang, right? From like a posted up position on a roof or something like that. They won't even know where you are. And like, I know that that's like, oh, but that's so dark and like mean. It's like, well, yeah, but you just protected like 20 people that these people would have murdered over the next 10 years, right? Or how many lives these people will ruin over the next 10 years. Yeah, it's like violent and dark, but you just saved a whole bunch of people. Sorry. Anyways, in Minecraft, don't actually do that in real life. That would be a crime. Sheep Herder for 2 says, lol, nice timing on Jake's face after BTM, John, +1. Thank you, Sheep Herder. Appreciate it. I tried to get that right. Central Sands Defense for 2 says, hey, stop giving my secrets away, John. Yes, I know. Okay, listen. If Ben shows up at your door with an arrest warrant, just say, hey, Ben, appreciate you, but I'm going to shut up and wait for a lawyer. Okay? Because listen, you're never talking your way out of an arrest warrant. It's just not happening. It's just not. They have the I arrest you piece of paper. Okay, just stop it. Thank you, Ben. Hope you're having a good night out there. Strategy Branch for 5 says, not legal advice, winky face. Yes, not legal advice. Everything I say here is a joke, no matter how seriously I say it. Polly P for 2 says, that mom posts the Saturn picture. The mom, the natural intuition of women to nag and to backbite and to talk back and to second guess, like that type of woman
to start shit.
Yes, needs to be put in her place so that she does not do that. And it takes a lot of effort and a lot of strength to have a woman in her proper place. Thank you, Polly. I appreciate it. And that woman obviously was not. Potentially Criminal for 2. Hey, hope you're having a good night out there. Actually, I've been told that I need to get you on the show, Potentially Criminal. So I appreciate that. 18 USC 1001. Hope you're having a good night out there, Potentially Criminal. Let's see. US code 18101. Statements or entries generally. Is there a specific section of this you want me to read? Let's see. Okay, well, except as otherwise provided in the section, whoever in any matter within the jurisdiction, the executive, legislative, or judicial branch of the government of the United States knowingly and willfully falsifies, conceals, or covers up by any trick, scheme, or device a material fact. Yeah, this is the don't lie to feds. Make any materially false, fictitious, or fraudulent statement or representation, or makes or uses any false writing or document knowing the same to contain any material false, fictitious, or fraudulent statement or entry shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years, or if the offense involves international or domestic terrorism, not more than 8 years. So if you lie to a Fed that shows up to your door about online hate, that could be domestic terrorism. That could be 8 years max, right? Damn. And then it continues on. So yeah, any false, fictitious, fraudulent, concealing, covers up by trick, like it's so landmine filled that you should just not talk to feds, like ever. Thank you, Potentially Criminal. Appreciate that. Central Sands Defense for 5 says, every law class I guest lecture in at the local high school, rule number 1, don't talk to cops. Yeah, as a cop, stop talking to me, okay? Stop it. Like, again, it's great for my case, but just stop it.
Not great for you.
Yep. Strategy Branch for 5 says, Mark 18s and 416s in the trucks this summer, boys. If you live in a place where you may be called upon to defend your family in a serious situation from whether it's violent gangs, lone actors, or what have you, then, I mean, the more armaments, the better. Although I would not recommend noting publicly that you have a 416 in your truck. Because, I mean, that's called
actually
just plaster stickers all over the back window. And
get the HK sticker, put it on your back window of your truck.
1776. American flag.
Over on Ko-Fi, Subarctic Psycho for 10 says, me and Noticer are 2 separate, distinct subarctics. Yes. Remember it, John. And yeah, the native villages up here are shitholes beyond measure. F. Kotzebu. Well, I like the idea of living in Alaska. I don't love necessarily the idea of Alaskan natives. You know, it's the problem. But I do like the geography for sure.
Probably one of the
Um,
most beautiful states.
for sure. And yeah, I do love how there's Subarctic Psycho and Subarctic Noticer, and they're both from Alaska and both base post on Ko-Fi for me. I appreciate it, Subarctic. No one you know of for 5 says YouTube is holding Nate Higgers by the neck. Maybe it's just the fent though. Here's to the war bonds. Thank you, no one you know of. Maybe you went a little too hard in the paint, okay, and they cracked down on you. Genosian for 3 says, Foyd, go away. Spike my cortisol another day. Truk. Polly B for 10 says, random attacks could happen here, he thought. I hate random attacks. It will randomly be a pavement ape, Squatamalan, Mohammedan, or Star Wars name. Yeah, I too hate naked man, ruffians,
Youth.
rapscallions, ewes, and other assorted brownoids. Oh, Jarrett over on Rumble for 2 says, I have miraculous news about my buddy. He was nonverbal on Wednesday and back to his old self on Saturday. That is very good to hear. I am glad to hear that he made a recovery. That's excellent. He starts more treatments on Monday, but thank you to everyone who prayed for him. God is good and Christ is king. Thank you very much for that, oh Jarrett. And I'm glad that our prayers were of effect. So somebody out there in the audience is righteous. Not me, but somebody out there is. Sheep Herder for 2 says, Judge Vince Giardino, genetic profile checks out. Oh, yeah. I hate doing the judge posting because it's like, it's so tired. It's so tedious. Strategy Branch for 5 says they were defending themselves against Michael Myers. Yeah, they had to do it to him, had to show him what's up. Chumps, that's so funny, dude. Because you can see him like doing the head movement, doing the shooting, like what's going on as they just unload into everything around that truck. And it is lucky that nobody else in one of those houses or apartments got shot. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Stratton and Branch. Appreciate that. Chips Double for 5 says, for the war chest, Captain. I appreciate that. Thank you, Chips. Bojangles for 5 says, my question to Americans is, are they going to actually take action or rely on the justice system and continue to be cattle to the slaughter? Well, listen, I don't think Americans, and you know what I mean when I say Americans, can rely on the justice system. I think that's over. That's done. I do not think that the justice system actually will help us in any way, shape, or form. I think that's just completely over. So I think that Americans are slowly coming to that realization, sort of like the frog in the pot as the water gets hotter and hotter. And they are banding together. They are forming communities. They're becoming more insular, right? The high trust society of yesteryear is going away slowly but surely.
Yeah,
Slowly
more
but surely.
conscious about what's going on.
Yeah, and I mean, if they want to play the race war games, like that is what they shall get. That just is. Thank you, Bojangles. I appreciate it. And there's like the most peaceful option, which is like re-immigration, right? Where everybody just goes back home, and there's like a transition period of power in America, and we come out the other side all the better for it. And then there's the more likely option, I would say, with a historical view of the way these things usually go down, is some sort of localized conflict, maybe a little bit of large scale conflict in certain areas, and a balkanization or a separation or something to that effect, right? That seems to be the logical conclusion. Sheep Herder for 5 says, picked up a Gen 619 for a fair price, but I lost it while boating back to my house. Sad. That's what happens when you live in the middle of a lake, while boating back to my house. Rough seals and all that. It did look nice, though. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm sorry about that. I mean, actually, tomorrow, hopefully, I should be picking up a Ruger RXM full size. So a 17 round grip and a 47 length slide. And I should also be picking up the Fusion Firearms 2011 Pro Comp thingamajig. So it's the comped barrel with the aluminum grip, and the takes Glock mags though. So that should be nice. 2011 that takes Glock mags. And then I have some other stuff coming into some new optics and some other funsies that you guys should be seeing on the channel soon enough. But I hope you like the Gen 6. I need to get one eventually. Thank you, Sheepherder. All right. Jake, what do you got going on, homie?
Not really anything. Just hanging out, and it was a good stream. A little infuriating at the end, but that's how all good streams are. But yeah, Christ is King. Say your prayers tonight and be a sheepdog, brother.
Was that a threat? Say your prayers?
No, it was a suggestion. It was actually like a recommendation. But yeah, don't let minorities bully your people.
True. Dank, what do you got going on, homie?
Nothing today. Probably gonna go shooting tomorrow, which will be nice.
What are you shooting tomorrow?
I'm just gonna go to the range. I haven't gone in a while ever since I got my grandfather's prognosis of what's going on. So I've been busy with family stuff, and now's the first weekend where I really actually have time to go and kind of train up on some stuff. So I'm gonna be a little bit rusty, but gonna try to get after it.
Well, good. I recommend everyone out there to get after it. Oh my gosh, this is the Black Ops 1. Heck yeah. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here with the Russian roulette Black Ops 1 scene. Krogs is doing good work out there, but we'll let him battle his way through NAM or whatever's going on here. I don't exactly remember the story, but it is quite a fun mission. But to everyone else out there in the chat, this has been a little bit of a makeup stream for Friday. I appreciate you guys sticking around, hanging out, and forgiving me for my 2 days late tardiness as a tardiness record. But I hope that tomorrow, you guys, it's a new week. It's still time to get after it, though. Whether you're a little bit down, whether you're a little bit out, no time like the present to get after it. So go out there, increase your social well-being, whether that be through wealth accumulation, through your social group, through whatever it might be. Read your Bibles, go to church. Don't be a filthy heathen, okay? Ugh, cringe, right? But with all that out of the way, gentlemen, thank you so much. I hope to be in better spirits and better shape tomorrow, as I still plan on streaming tomorrow. Something else. I'm sure something will pop up. But with all that out of the way, gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. God bless. Christ is King. Godspeed.